You just write it in the bottom?
No, it's not
Stories. Go to stories.
Welcome back to Sway TV. I'm your host JJ here on Amazon Live, and I'm so excited!
We're gonna have some fun on the street.
And we're doing Workout Wednesdays here on Amazon Live.
And she is fresh off the set of Shark Tank.
It's such an honor to be here today, so thank you.
We are going to be talking all about parenting.
This is our tribe of women. What is the key to a successful business?
I am so excited for today's Battle Shop Live. And it's Brad Grunberg. Hi, Brad. What more could you want than
The Self-Love Workbook!
Thank God you were on this show.
Rosalinda just said this is better than Netflix.
Oh, Naveen says this is better than Netflix. There's a Tesla. You can actually buy a car on Amazon. That is so crazy. The perfect gift. Yes, we got our Drake's Cake break.
David is live streaming. We got it right up in the corner. I love this.
Oh, that feels so good.
Oh my God, that is the coolest thing ever.
So awesome.
Shake, shake, shake.
Shake your zoo life.
This is fun.
Amazon Live. Woo!
And one person's gonna win a PS5. Which one will it be?
Here we go. I'm so excited. I can't even stand it.
And Sam's in the chat says, Sway TV rocks. Woo! One of the best comments I've ever received, ever, hands down. Drum roll, please. Dun, dun, dun.
2, 1.
We're here all the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways.
Amazon, we love you, Amazon. So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway!
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Welcome to Reset. We are back, baby, for some more shenanigans. My name's Sally Cologne, and this is the beautiful Miss
Eden Sassoon.
That's right.
You
And-
can say it.
Eden. What? What the heck are you talking about?
I cut you off, and then I said my own name as if you were about to say it.
Eden Sassoon.
Yeah!
Hello, the
But
queen.
guess who we have here?
Oh my God, I'm so excited. So let's just figure out.
me.
Yeah, no. So wait,
I'm
let
right
me
here,
just tell
guys.
you. Let me just tell you. I was just because I'm always watching lives on Instagram and stuff, and I saw Tamra Judd because I'm obsessed with Housewives of Beverly Hills. Eden was on a season. I don't know if you know Beverly Hills, and so I saw Tamra on there with Eddie, and I was like, oh, who's this guy? And then I'm all about ketones and like trying to lose weight and all that stuff. So I reached out to you on Instagram, right?
Yeah.
And you were so kind to get right back to me.
And then she reached out to me,
and then I
she's
reached
like,
out to
I have
Eden.
a great guy for us.
And
I was
she's like, I know him.
I love him. I reached out to him in 2019.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
So,
small
Kismet,
world. We're all
Kismet.
connected. now.
And he's here. We have Dr. Will Cole.
Hey, buddy.
And your
Thanks,
book released today or yesterday? Yesterday, and it's on the top
So
20
exciting.
list on Amazon, of course.
Already.
I mean,
Wait, what? Producer Andy, what?
What?
Put it on the computer. Okay, how do I do that?
We're bringing the book up.
I
Sorry,
don't understand
guys.
what that means.
They know. Guys, say hi to Will.
I don't
What's
know what
up,
that
everybody?
means. Press the book? Yes. All right, I'm pushing the book. There we go. All right, there it is. There's his book. Okay, he's going to switch it over. There it is. There's your book. Yay!
You guys-
Intuitive fasting. So we want to talk about that today.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I'm so
tell us
excited.
what. Yeah.
I also,
what was,
but yeah, tell us.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, go,
But
babe.
like, tell us all more about you. I do know that he's 37 and he's written 3 books,
which is
wow.
insane.
I love writing, guys. I mean, this is not an effort. It's an effort, but it's not a chore to me to write. I love this.
Since when? Like what age?
Since I liked health and wellness, I was a weird kid. So I was a teenager, and I was interested in health and wellness. So it's been a long time for me.
Just sort of forever. And you're obviously very physically fit, so that's part of your health and wellness is exercise.
Yeah, I mean, functional medicine is all this stuff. It's integrating things that improve your life. It's the best of Western medicine and the best of alternative medicine. It's integrating things that move the needle in a positive direction. So I'm a functional medicine practitioner, and my day job, and I told you guys this before we went live, from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. I get to consult people online via webcam. So we started one of the first telehealth clinics a decade ago. So that's been my main focus for a long time. So the books are just an outpouring of that,
Right.
of like seeing so many cases, seeing so many labs, and like, okay, how do we get these people healthy? Because so many people are struggling with hormonal problems.
Which we're going to
autoimmune
get
issues.
into, guys.
Yes, we
all
are.
know.
So don't go anywhere.
Autoimmune issues. I mean, these are my people. These are the people that I have a passion for because they're trying so much. They are, for the most part, compliant people. Like, they're doing what their doctors are telling them to do, but they're still spinning their wheels.
Yes.
And do westernized doctors come to them and say, how's your diet?
Yeah.
Let's work on your
or
food.
you must be cheating. You must be lying to me. I mean, and they're doing everything. They're eating way better than their family members are, but they're still struggling. Those are my people, and we run labs to find out what are these roadblocks. What are
Guess who's his next patient?
Oh, for sure.
I would be honored. I would be
sure.
honored. So yeah, we spent a lot of time with them. These are not quick fix issues. They take time. I'm with them for months, years sometimes, if they're really complex cases. But it's worth it. It's so worth it to see people regain their life back. So intuitive fasting is this concept that I've been working with patients for a long time. It's nothing new. I thought it was just the right time to come out because people were having this conversation about fasting and intuitive eating. So it's something that I've always talked about with my patient. I thought this is the perfect time to have this conversation because what the heck is intuitive eating when you're struggling with blood sugar problems, when you're struggling with hormonal problems? Your body's going to intuitively, to go eat something that's going to make you feel horrible.
Oh, yeah.
So I want to have a conversation about authentic intuitive eating and how to use intermittent fasting to learn about your body and to gain metabolic flexibility. So that's what the book's about.
So let's go.
Yeah, I was going to say, can we go to the audience a little bit?
Yes, of course.
In
And
case
then,
there's
and then I want to
questions.
ask. Yeah. Hi, Dawn.
Hi,
Nancy.
everybody. So, my Eden, hi, Sally. Remember I met you? Oh, that's funny. Please take the opportunity to interact. Oh, that's Andy. Somebody said sugar! Exclamation point. Dawn said sugar.
Addiction.
That's all of us, right?
It'll
Yeah,
get
but
ya.
so can we pretend like here we are and I brought my sister Sally in and I need you. I'm a client right now. Doc, like I'm 47, I
Yeah.
have hormonal like issues, I crave sugar. When the sun goes down I will binge at nighttime. Yet I'll wake up in the morning, I will do an hour of Pilates, I'll get on my Peloton bike for another 45 at least. I'll make sure altogether I burn 670 calories. So I've got some serious issues.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, yeah. You heard it here, guys.
So casually, he's like, yeah.
Well, it is an
Yeah.
issue for you. I mean,
funny.
it's issues not you, but you are. It's not fun to feel like that. It's
I'm
not,
hardwired, yeah, like that.
It's not fun to feel with out of control when it comes to food and cravings. So this is something that I want people to know is just because it's your everyday doesn't mean you should settle for it. And just because something's common doesn't necessarily mean it's normal. And many people think they just need to settle for it, like they're just getting older or they're a new mom or they're just stressed out.
Right.
But the reality is these things are largely overcomable, improvable, supportable things. So if we can do that, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, so when you said normal, what do you mean by normal?
I mean,
What is that considered?
Feeling great in your body, having what I call in the book is food peace. Having peace around food.
Ooh, I
feeling
like that. Wait.
Well, that's huge.
Food peace. Think about that.
Dude, my
Like,
whole life is
I
my
know.
struggle
I
with
think
food.
about you when
I'm
he
a
says
recovering
that.
alcoholic. And okay, so
No, I'm thinking about you when he says that.
It's like, well, it's obsessive. It's
Yeah.
awful.
It is. And for people, they feel out of control and they're spinning their wheels. And then when you talk about intuitive fasting, even the title of the book, it is interesting to see the response on social media because some people are triggered by that because they
The
are
fasting part, or
yeah, both of it. They because the intuitive eating movement are very much they've been done wrong by the dieting culture. I understand it.
What's the woman's name that we're probably both thinking of? in intuitive eating? She's.
I
It'll
don't.
come to me. Okay, but
Yeah, I don't know many people in that
Okay.
community. But the reality is it works if for some people. If you have great health, you have no hormonal problems, you have no health issues, you can maybe eat intuitively and you don't need to do anything. But when you're in the throes of blood sugar problems, hormonal problems, is it stress eating or is it intuitive eating? Is it hangriness or intuition?
Right.
So metabolic flexibility quiets that noise so you can actually hear that still small voice of your intuition.
metabolic flexibility.
So that's what we're building.
Yes. So you said something earlier that sparked me, which was, and now I forgot. It was the very beginning of what you just started this sentence with. Do you remember what you just said?
Well,
What you started with?
So
I
much
don't-
information.
I don't-
It'll come
I
back.
know it's so
It'll-
much. Like you got. It's so fast.
So good.
It's so good and so much great information. Oh, I know. So if you don't have hormone problems, you don't have sugar addicts. What's the percentage of
I was
people in
just
the
gonna
world?
say.
Because I'm like, I don't know anyone like that.
Right, but how many
That's not like
are-
that.
That's not like that.
Right.
But add the mental addiction to it on top of it,
Right.
and then take your clients that are really ill
Yeah.
and have the autoimmune and
Yeah.
those issues.
It's not the majority of people, and that's the thing, is that there is a small percentage. I'll give you statistics. 50% of the United States has a blood sugar problem. That's 1 in 2 of us. So they have metabolic syndrome, PCOS, prediabetes, metabolic issues,
I
type
would
2
think it would be
diabetes.
more. That's really interesting.
Well,
That
that's a
it's at least-
conservative number.
That's okay. Yeah.
That's conservative. You could give other numbers because I've seen numbers 60, 70%.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just metabolic issues.
Right.
50 million people, 50 million
I got the
Americans
chills.
have autoimmune conditions. So we're talking about really more than half of people are not going to have an easy time finding out what their body loves because their body's going to crave things that are actually going to perpetuate them feeling
Right.
horrible. That's not their intuition. So let's have a real, authentic conversation about intuitive eating, with making it beyond just a vapid soundbite that sounds nice for Instagram, but like, all right, my patients, it doesn't work for them.
Right.
So let's get them there. Let's show up for their bodies to get there. And you can get there. When you have proper satiety signaling and proper hormonal balance and blood sugar balance, yes, you will have a place of intuition, but you have to put the time to get there. But
And when you say time to get there, so like someone like everybody, half the United States, how do we get to the place of just cutting that first sugar craving without having some sort of like blockage to be like, oh, no, I'm not going to eat that. I don't need to eat it because, as opposed to it's insatiable. It never ends.
yeah, so I put together a 4-week protocol in the book so people can start that process.
Let's do it together, you guys. Who wants in? We'll do it together.
I know. So
right?
so before you leave, you got to tell people where to tune in and all
Oh,
that.
we're
we
gonna
have
do that.
We'll have there's a fasting.
Oh my God, we should
group
do it
online.
together. Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can all do it together. It'd be fun.
Absolutely.
It'll
Yeah.
be fun. He's like, yeah, and we're like, it'll be so fun.
We have some questions that if you want to answer them.
Oh, yeah, of course. Anything.
So
What's up?
is this used as sort of a diagnostic tool to help someone? And then somebody said, let's talk triggers.
Sure, let's go for it. So, first, a question, a diagnostic tool. No, it's not a lab, but we're talking about the book here. But I'll tell you one thing. I started out the book with a quiz. I adapted the quiz from questions that I ask patients. So if people want to take the quiz, that's a sub-diagnostic way to kind of at least give yourself a pointer. It's not a replacement of a lab. And we run labs for people around the world, and you can find other functional medicine doctors that can do this too, to run things like blood sugar and inflammation levels and metabolic markers. Thyroid markers, of course, yeah. So then, but I brought the quiz in the book for people to give themselves their own benchmark of like, oh, look, I'm not only feeling better, which is one subjective way to know, like this is working for me, but objectively through the quiz, they can see their scores come down.
Awesome. Okay, so somebody says me, so we already have a couple people that want to do this program with you.
Okay, Jenny.
Somebody said, "Where's your light?" Yeah, because they're used to her having her light. That's so funny.
Rosalinda, we love you.
Rosalinda, she's always with us.
Meet Dr.
What's up,
Will.
Rosalinda?
Yes, and we also have
Rosalinda.
Eden's Live is going on up there as well, so we have a couple things going on.
Hi, guys.
Okay, so then, hey, I'm here. Okay, please, got it. Louise
is
is following
on.
us, so we always have to say hi to
Yay.
our people that are here every week with us.
Dawn wants to talk triggers, and when Dawn wants to
Yes.
talk, you got to talk to Dawn.
Can we talk about triggers?
Dawn, let's talk about this.
What type of triggers are we talking about?
Yeah,
Well, I
Dawn.
could name Men, right, Dawn? Men, work. How about just waking up in the morning?
Kids.
Kids, good job.
We have teenagers. You
I
have a teenager
I have
too.
14
You,
and 11
yeah.
We have a 14. You have a 14.
I'm
right?
gonna put them in the closet next time they trigger me.
What are your kids? You have boys or girls?
I have 2 girls. I have a 14 and a 15.
Okay.
And
Help
I
me.
have one of each.
I have one of each too. 14, 11. That's tough.
14, 11, and how old is Ty?
15 and 14.
14, yeah. So we're the
Same
same. And she
ages.
has a 14, right? Mia's 14.
13.
13. So we all have teenage.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy.
Total
it's
trigger.
insane.
Trigger is just, I feel like it's sometimes in life when you're at your point where you should breathe, maybe meditate intuitively, you tell us, forget it. I'm going to eat the whole pizza.
Yeah, stress is a major component of it, without a doubt. That's why it's not just about the food, because you could be eating great foods, but if you're, serving your body this massive slice of stress every day, you're going to be counteracting all the good things you're doing. So,
Yeah.
but when I say that, I realize some people will say, now you're telling me to not, now I'm stressing about not stressing. You're just adding in another thing for me to like,
That's so funny. Now I'm stressing about not stressing.
And
It's so
I just-
true.
yeah, and I'm not saying it for that reason. I'm saying just to be more mindful of cultivating things,
Right.
healthy margins, acts of stillness in your life, whatever that looks like.
Yeah.
It's not easy. And it's actually, the stress stuff's harder than the food sometimes. Because it's easy to say, like, don't have this, have this. It's harder to say, like, remove your stressors, right? You're not gonna-
Right.
So if you could
More
kind of
nebulous.
manage the stress, right? And then you
Yes.
have to eat. We have to eat. And
Yeah.
intuitive, you know what? For always some reason when it comes to eating, because I'm that fix me, that pause, the pause, just pause, stop, just breathe and really come to, like, don't, sorry, because it's my issue, so I'm blabbing. Don't react, because my reaction is immediately overeating.
What do you say about that?
Yeah. Well, I think that what I'm cultivating in the book and with my patients is a version of mindful eating. So to whether it's not about what you can't have, and I think this is the paradigm shift that I
Yes.
want
Yes.
people to have.
Listen to that.
It's
Come
not,
on, talk to our audience.
Yeah.
They're right there in the middle.
It's not about, look, you can have whatever you want. Eat whatever food that you want. The paradigm shift that I want people to have, and I have this with every patient, and I want people to have in intuitive fasting, is that it's about focusing on things that you can have, and who would, and let me say it this way, not having foods that make you feel lousy isn't restrictive. So it's about loving your body enough to do things that make you feel good. I know it doesn't make sense on one end, but it's that paradigm shift that people can at least start to grow and realizing, look, this isn't a punitive to say, I don't want to have this. This is about, I love feeling great
Good.
more than I miss that food that made me feel
Right.
lousy. It doesn't click overnight. But if you keep showing yourself up, showing up for yourself to say, I love my body enough to do things that make myself feel good, then when you start physically building the metabolic flexibility, that encourages you because you start feeling better. But we have to break down this dieting dogma and food shame because that you end up thinking, I'm a failure. I'm just going to go and give up on it. What's
I'm
the
not
point?
good enough. He's not going to date me. I'm not
Right.
going on this date tonight because I ate too much yesterday. I'm bloated. My pants are tight. I can go on and
That's
on
me
and
all
on and
day.
on and on. And I don't want to sit across the table and talk to you all night when I feel like, you know
Poo-poo
what?
on a stick. So how do they, how do you kickstart something like what your book is about? How do you kickstart that?
Well, week 1 in the book is leaning. The analogy that I use throughout the book is this proverbial yoga class for your metabolism. So,
I love that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
trying to visualize that.
So
Okay.
if someone's metabolically inflexible or metabolically rigid, they're hangry, they're
Yep.
fatigued,
Yep.
they have blood sugar crashes, they have chronic inflammation, they're metabolically inflexible. So if they go to a yoga class, even a beginner yoga class, they're gonna feel like, what the heck? The body should not move like this. I'm so inflexible. That was me. That's still me because I'm not consistent with yoga. Just like someone's not consistent with their wellness, they're not going to be great at it. You have to be consistent with it. But
Yeah.
you keep showing up for yourself, and we have these vacillating, ebbing and flowing eating and fasting windows that makes your metabolism more flexible. So
Right.
we go from lighter fast to deeper, then back out. We're constantly cycling in and out. So that starts to build this metabolic fortitude that you gain keto adaptation or becoming fat adapted. And that is this physiological infrastructure that you need to have proper blood sugar balance, lowered inflammation levels. So yeah, that's what we do. And you could start seeing labs improve when you do that too.
What do you want people to get from your book? When they read your book, what do you want what's the word I'm looking for? Like, how do you want, Michelle, give me a word.
I think we need
You're
a
our
workbook for
words
like
girl.
second grade.
How do you want
You
him?
want their takeaway to be?
Yeah, what do you want their takeaway? Thank you. That's our words girl.
Yeah.
Takeaway.
So takeaways.
Yes.
I want them to, that term that I mentioned earlier, that food piece.
Yeah.
I want them to heal their relationship with food. And the way you do that is you become control of food instead of food being in control of you. So I'm not talking about in some sort of esoteric way. I'm saying practically, if your blood sugar is balanced and you're in control, you will, if you choose to eat that junk food, you'll have a couple bites of it, and then you can use that as a mindfulness tool and say, was it worth it? Maybe it was worth it and you enjoyed it. Live your life, quit shaming yourself, and move on. Or maybe you'll realize, wow, this made me feel bloated, I feel inflamed, and I'll use that as a mindfulness tool and say, this wasn't worth it. I'd rather feel better. And you start growing in intuition about your body. So that's the conversation. It doesn't happen overnight. It's just an art that you have to build for yourself.
That's kind of, I was going to the brain and how you're so wired hard to beating yourself up, overeating, you know, and maybe I'm this size, but my head is with everyone who's ill, truthfully. So yeah, it's consistent, but even so you're consistent, and the minute you take those 10 steps back and like instead of having 2 of the Scandinavian Swedish fish from Trader Joe's
Or the Big Mac from McDonald's.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, we did get McDonald's.
We did get
week.
McDonald's last week.
We say it here live with
No shame.
Dr. Cole.
After our show last week, we on the way home ordered it. So then when we got home, the 3
What
Big
did you
Macs and
get?
the 3
It
fries.
was
3
midnight.
Big Macs and 3 fries.
Okay,
Just for fun?
Yeah, because
basically.
we had a rough night.
Yeah, we
Let's
had
just
an
say that.
emotional rough night. We wanted to just eat our feelings. She was sleeping, basically. Sleeping.
She was sleeping. Poor Michelle.
Peer pressure. I was like,
I took off a bun and a piece of meat.
I did too.
All
I
right.
didn't. No, I kept the meat. I took the 2 buns out. I
He's
took 2
like,
buns.
okay.
Wait, so let's talk about that. What she just said. Segue to moderation, right? Because last night I took my girls out to Lazy Dog with one of their friends, and Lazy Dog has the best butter cake. I don't know if you've been to Lazy Dog.
I've never been to.
Okay, so
what is it?
Lazy Dog's the butter cake or Lazy Dog?
Lazy Dog.
Both.
No, Lazy Dog is like a restaurant.
Both.
Both are great. But so we got dessert. I said no to
Just
the
for
girls.
the title alone, do
Yeah.
not eat at a restaurant that says Lazy Dog.
Okay. So my girls are like, we had a big dinner and they're like, Mom, dessert. I was like, no, I'm not doing dessert because I'm trying to lose like 7 pounds right now. And so anyway, they convinced me to do it. It didn't take much. And I got the butter cake, but this is what I did. There was 4 of us. The butter cake is about this big for everyone that's watching. I cut it in 4 slices. And I said, that's your piece, that's your piece, that's your piece. And literally wasn't that much. So moderation.
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's completely fine. So you just, did you feel good when you ate it?
It didn't bother me. If I would have eaten the whole cake, I would have been
There you
messed
go.
up. Yeah.
That's the food piece
Yeah.
that I want people to have. This isn't about all the things you can't have. This is about, let's focus on the things you can have. And if you
Yes.
want to have something because you enjoy it, as long as it's not
Yes.
making you feel worse afterwards, that's real intuitive eating from a functional medicine perspective. Instead of it being just sort of this abstract, it sounds nice and fluffy, but it's like, all right, if you're most of the human race right now, let's have a real like clinical or at least a health-based perspective on this and bring together the 2 worlds. So that's what I'm trying to do.
Ooh, I like that.
It's absolutely.
Where do we sign up? How do we
Incredible.
sign
I know
up?
you
How does
honestly.
this
I don't
work?
know
Well,
if
it's
you
a
have
book
an
on
app
Amazon.
yet.
So
Guys, by
So
the
let's
way,
talk about
go,
his book.
Go back where we started.
Yes.
Introduce the book. And
Yes, let me
if
go
you
to-
haven't created
how
an
do I
app
click on
yet,
this?
tell your people to get an app.
my
Because
people,
at the table last night or last week when I had McDonald's, I would have clicked on the app. It would have been a little emoji of your face, eaten, intuitively eat, and then we would have had a conversation with your guy in the space, but he knows what you
that was
say, and I would have done it.
that's like a intuitive fasting app. That's a good idea.
I think
Thank
that's
you.
a great idea.
I would have clicked
She's
in.
all-
Would you guys would have clicked in?
Absolutely.
100%.
Look, somebody said this is very interesting. So
Oh,
I've
yes,
always had a high metabolism, but when I hit my mid-40s, yes.
Forget it, David.
slowed-
You're screwed.
Can fasting help reset my
kidding.
metabolism? Is that possible?
Yeah. So David.
Is that your brother?
No, it's David.
Very,
He's
very interesting. So I've always had high metabolism, but when I hit mid 40s, I slowed down. Can fasting? Yeah, absolutely, David. I mean, most of my patients are 40 to 60, and yeah, that's what this is for.
Right.
This is for people that are metabolically inflexible that want to become flexible again.
so fasting is the key to becoming flexible again.
Part of it. So it's a tool in the toolbox, but
Okay.
it's flexible fasting. So we're not doing it's not a disordered eating disguised as a wellness practice.
Like you eating.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. But you know what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
No, I
I'm
wasn't.
kidding. Go on.
No, we're talking about eating. You're not doing caloric restriction, right? This is eating the same amount of calories, eating delicious, healthy foods, but you're just doing it in specific windows. For example, week 1 is the easiest week. It's a 12-12 body reset fast. So you have 24 hours in a day.
You eat
The
for
first
12
thing
of them?
learned, yeah, you eat all day long. You can eat.
Oh my God.
That's my kind of diet.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. But look, we're pairing that with a clean ketotarian diet, which is the name of my first book. But
That's the one I got.
yeah, that's
Yes.
right.
Yes.
You share it
Yes.
on social media. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Are you kidding? Please.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, I'll
So
come back.
the reason
Yeah.
why I'm
Yes.
doing that is because it's mimicking the benefits of fasting. Ketotarian is fasting mimicking because they're both the fasting and the ketotarian way of eating produces beta hydroxybutyrate, the ketone that you.
Now, if you guys have
The
questions
ketones,
about this,
yes.
because we're processing things that
This is weird
some of
language.
us don't know exactly.
No, it is weird language. But
Then speak up, because when
Yeah.
you say clean keto eating, right? Is that what you said?
Yeah,
Clean,
clean ketogenic way of eating.
meaning plant-based.
Well, it's mostly plant-based. Think of it as sort of a
Yes.
Mediterranean ketogenic
Love it, love
diet.
it, love it.
Yeah.
Because the other keto eating,
Yeah,
with
it's
all the
I
meat
tried to do
and
the steak and the
cheese,
egg.
Yeah.
It's bacon and butter.
oh my God.
Right.
Holy
And butter on
moly.
bacon.
So see, I didn't know there was exactly. I didn't know there was
There's a
different
plant-based-
kinds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the first time I heard the plant one was from you, by the way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I mean, it's still, to me, well, I'm going to say it's still tough, obviously, but it's not as tough as just eating.
Yeah, well, and I don't advocate for people to always be in ketosis either, so that's the flexibility as well. You can, we talk about it at length in intuitive fasting. People can do clean carb cycling, so they can increase their fruits, increase their sweet
I was
potatoes,
gonna
increase
say,
their rice.
Right.
Clean carbs, guys.
So women do better with
Love
that.
you,
We
David.
do.
Around their
we do
period,
better with that.
around
Okay.
if you're menstruating,
Hormones.
you're on your period,
Yeah.
around ovulation to support progesterone and thyroid hormone conversion. So, look, the truth is somewhere in the middle. People that say like, "Oh, fasting's not for women," or "Keto's not for women." Well, it's how are you doing these things?
Right.
And I know this is groundbreaking news, but not all women are the same. So to like make all women
Yes.
into one category and say, "Well, this isn't good because I'm a woman." Well, is she going through hormonal problems
Right.
or metabolic issues? Or is she
Right.
going through PCOS or is she not? They are all women, but they're all going to respond to fasting
What is
differently.
PCOS?
Polycystic ovarian syndrome. So it's because of insulin resistance. It's because of metabolic issues. So it causes multiple ovary cysts.
Oh. Now, what causes, and
I was
please,
gonna say,
yeah.
Stacy asked, "How do
Carbs.
you feel about carbs?"
Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi, Stacy.
Hi.
Well, this
She's
is,
probably talking about the pasta bread.
yes.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's what I was gonna say. Is that oftentimes when people they conflate, they think that carbs is only grains. They're thinking of it as breads and
Right.
pastas. Well, fruit are carbohydrates.
Veggies.
These starchy vegetables like sweet potatoes and potatoes are carbohydrates too. So if you're just talking about grains, I think rice can be a great tool.
White or
for
brown,
people.
does it matter?
Doesn't really matter, but if you want to get super granular, the white is lower
Of course.
lectin. It makes it easier to
White,
digest.
okay.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
Lectin's a whole nother
Chipotle. I'm
thing.
going back to white rice at Chipotle.
She's not going to Chipotle for 4 weeks. We are doing the book
You-
Intuitive Fasting.
You could do
Don't
Chipotle.
say that right
See,
now.
he said we could. He said we could. I'm
Oh,
listening
great,
to the
great.
doctor.
Well, you know what? Chipotle.
Well, on your new Intuitive Eating app that we're all going to have
That's
next
right.
week,
We're all
going
gonna
to
eat
click
it.
definitely
in.
That's
include
right.
Chipotle because you know my.
What do they have there that we can have?
Well, do you know Melissa Urban? Do you know Melissa? She
I
wrote
don't.
Whole30.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
She was the person responsible for getting Chipotle to do cauliflower rice.
I
rice cauliflower.
saw
Good.
that.
I
That's
think
new.
Yeah.
That just started
Everything's
recently.
doing cauliflower now.
January.
So
So
we're okay.
awesome.
We didn't answer her question about the carbs because we're going to go in circles. But so you're okay with
never
the
know.
cauliflower pizza bread? Trader Joe's has a cauliflower.
Yeah. So, and I'm fine with if bread works for somebody, then go for it. I'm not saying look, as a clinician, if I hung my hat on one way for everyone, I'd be proven wrong 10 hours a day. So there's some people that do fine with whole grains and clean carbohydrates in that way. Grains, I mean. And then, yes, other carbohydrates like fruits and starches, yes, so they have their place.
So when you eat a whole bowl of pasta like I did last night,
Ooh.
no, that's a no.
Well, how do you feel?
I don't know. I was already sugar. I didn't stop. So like, but you know what? To be honest, actually, last night wasn't the worst. Besides the pain, like right here in my gut.
Yeah. Well, oftentimes it is a digestive sign. We see these as like check engine lights. It's like, is it fatigue? Is it bloating? Is it musculoskeletal pain? Is it brain fog? These are the things that people need to check in with themselves. Is this serving me or is this sabotaging me? And if it's sabotaging you, then you need to have a heart-to-heart and say, is it worth it?
And I think the majority of people, I know it's 50% or more, you said, like, this is real. This is like every day. This is constant. This is an issue. And whether they're realizing it or not, or the spikes and the highs and same thing, lows. And but yet I think sometimes, because you're so knowledgeable, we get so confused by trying to process and take all this in that there almost should be like intuitive fasting, Dr. Will Cole, for dummies. Like literally make it for dummies. No, I'm not. I'm serious.
Yeah, I get what you're saying, but I promise you,
it's
like I wrote it for the everyday people.
okay.
Because all I
He
do,
was thinking of me.
all I do is talk to people not in healthcare. I mean, like 10 hours a day, your way that you educate people is informed by how people receive information.
Right.
So, it's easy to understand. Even if health is completely new to you,
right?
You just have to maybe reread it a little bit, but it's very easy to understand and approachable. It is. I know I was throwing a lot of weird stuff.
No,
please.
it makes sense. And I'm gonna reset real quick because that's the name of the show. But if you're just joining us, this is Reset with Eden and Sally, and we're gonna answer questions. But we have an amazing Dr. Will Cole with us. He has a new book called Intuitive Fasting, and he has lots of celebrity clients. I heard about Gwyneth Paltrow. She's one of your clients. That's so cool. She's celebrity. I'm not, but we'll do the thing with you, and we'll forward your next book. We'll be the forward for your next book.
We'll do the forward. You want to know why?
do the forward
Because
for
we're
your
about
next
to
book.
start a group on the Reset to do his 4-week program. I'm not kidding.
No, we should do that.
I'm down. Let's go for it.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Because
So whoever's going to do this 4-week program, you need to order this.
Order the book now.
Tonight.
Yes.
I'm going to get mine. We also.
Yes.
Hi, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Thanks for joining us.
Ryan's
a little
awesome.
late, buddy. But you're here, so that's okay.
Yes. And I'm going to say, David, we're going to get to your question because that's actually a question that I want as well. But here's the other thing. Let your friends know. We're actually going to give away his book tonight. So if you follow us and you get your friends to follow us, right, we're going to give the book away at the end. Maybe we'll give like 2 or 3 books away. How many do you want to give away?
There's 2 or 3 good people. I'm kidding. You're all amazing. And
All right.
I could
Producer Andy, how many books can we give away?
put him on the spot, not me.
Let's see how many books. Producer Andy.
I
think
think
he
he said
sleeping?
5.
All right, 5. We're giving away 5 books tonight. We're giving this book away. I want this book. I'm putting my name in the ring. Hello.
That's cheating. I try to do that every week.
Louise said I'm down. So make sure you're following us. We're going to put everyone's name in that's in here right now because I know that you guys are all following us. And then the question is, can you go deeper into eating schedule times that you mentioned? I'm horrible about eating late night. That's Eden. And then you mentioned not eating after 7. I love that question. I want to know everything.
But David, your question, and he can touch it on it, is in the book. And we're doing the 4-week program. So order this book right now because we're all getting it and we're doing it together.
That's right.
So it's basically a book club for the next 4 weeks.
Yes.
How fun is
With
that?
Sally and I on Dr. Will Cole's
And
program.
we could even Zoom you in if you have time. Like, if you can't, we'll do it without. But
we'll figure it out.
we'll figure it out.
we gotta hold hands. And you guys, I know you're listening.
Yes.
You too, Michelle.
Yes.
But you guys, we're doing this.
Yes.
We are doing this. And you know I don't mess around.
There was a question.
You feel free to chime in and
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
him.
So,
What's the question?
The question was, is fasting and like a ketogenic diet okay for a postmenopausal woman?
Yeah. Well, it's honestly a lot
Question.
easier. That's a broad statement, but I would say generally it tends to be easier for for a woman that's postmenopausal because there's less of the dance and rhythm of estrogen and progesterone. So absolutely, it's
So
something.
it's it's easier for someone's post who's pre like me would be.
Not that it's harder. There's just more things to consider.
They're more stable.
Yeah, their hormones are more stable,
Mentally
right? They
stable.
may not tell you that, but their hormones tend to be more stable. So there's less of a need to do the clean carb cycling and be a little mindful of supporting progesterone.
Interesting.
And that's a broad sweeping statement because there are exceptions to what I just said, but generally speaking, that's a truth.
How
That is
that's
true.
if there's more questions, but how much of this, because I go through the menopausal around day 16 on my cycle, I lose it. And how much of that is like, yes, it's hormonal, but does food, or if I turn to the food to help my,
Yeah.
like it's a one big thunderstorm.
I would love to run labs on you.
The way I'm happy to. I'll
Yeah.
go to Quest or wherever you
Yeah,
want to
well,
send
I
me.
would do a urine saliva Dutch test. It looked. Have you done? One
I've
before?
done a couple, the saliva, the urine, and the other
The
end.
other one, yeah.
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 So
wanna
I
do
can
it too.
also send
Yeah,
you my
of course.
stuff.
I want to do it too. We'll do it together.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
three of us will do it.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's case is different, but there is a volatility going on there. It could be with blood sugar, like a confluence, like a perfect storm of blood sugar problems paired with the estrogen and progesterone fluctuations.
And that messes. And I have a thyroid. I'm on thyroid, like a
Oh,
compound.
do you have Hashimoto's or?
No, it was hyperthyroidism. I think.
Hyper,
Hyper,
overactive.
yeah. So I was my heart and I was
Yeah.
losing weight. It was just a mess until they got me.
Did they give you?
Well, in the beginning it was armored thyroid.
Yeah.
And then I was on steroids, a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
But
well-
now I'm on a compound of T3, T4.
Okay, so did they give you something to lower the hyperthyroid first?
This was years ago. No, I was on steroids
Yeah.
and I think straight on the.
Oftentimes with the hyperthyroid,
These
and
doctors don't
they don't test
do much,
for it,
and
yeah.
they don't test your T3. They
Yeah.
put you on like this T4
don't go too deep.
I mean, so
Yeah, most thyroid cases in the West, not every case, but most are autoimmune in nature. Hashimoto's disease can be hyper and hypo because you could be in a thyroid storm with that, and Graves' disease is the other.
do you
hypo.
find a lot of people with thyroid imbalance?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and most have autoimmune components to their case. So that's a very different thing because it's the thyroid's not the problem there; it's being attacked by the immune system. So it's an autoimmune condition against the thyroid. So that when the immune system attacks the thyroid, that can cause a hyperactive thyroid state. Obviously, we'd have to run labs to see
Right.
for sure, but
But so at the end of that, whether it's thyroid or someone's lupus or name it, you name it, obviously clean eating and then the plan or putting, I'm still unaware, but I'm going to learn it all in the next 4 weeks, of the keto
Yeah.
stages, phases,
these are
right?
Yeah.
two tools, as well as what I call in the book metaphysical meals. They're basically just meditations or using food as a meditation,
Yeah.
using fasting as a meditation. Because it's not just about the physical stuff; it's about the mental, emotional, spiritual stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
No, I agree. David said he's buying your book.
Thanks, David.
Louise said that she's in Australia and she can't get it yet. She said March 18th it'll be on Kindle. Is that right?
I'm not sure in Australia. I get a lot of questions in
Louise, if you
international
want me to
dates.
buy it, I can send it to you. We'll DM me and we'll discuss that.
Or maybe you're going to win it tonight.
Oh, maybe.
And then Shannon started following us. Welcome, Shannon.
Hi, Shannon.
What does Shannon say?
I have your first book, and we've been texting back.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Thank you.
So we have your first book, and we've been
Ketotarian,
making
thanks.
recipes out of that book. And she's like, "I want this book too." I'm like,
Well,
"Well, get in there."
Here's the
Oh,
deal with the
awesome.
part of the reason why, I mean, there's many reasons why I read the book, but one of the reasons why when people read Ketotarian, they said, I need more recipes. I want more recipes. So this was my reason to get all these Ketotarian recipes in. I have 65 more of them. So
Nice.
everybody that Ketotarian, they have 65 more recipes.
Oh, more in here.
Yeah, 65.
Oh my God.
Wait, in this
Yeah.
book?
Oh yeah.
You guys, 65 more recipes.
And pretty pictures and a meal plan.
in
and-
this book,
Yeah.
Intuitive Fasting. So
Yeah.
make sure you guys get this book. We're gonna give 5 away tonight, depending.
Shannon wants to know how to
We'll
get
see.
it. Like how to win it. She tried to win it first.
Oh, Shannon,
She
I already put
bought-
your name in.
Yeah,
we put your
she's
name
here.
in. Yeah.
But again, Rosalinda, we're gonna figure out how to get you a book. If you want to do the 4-week program, what do we call this program? What should we call our program?
Well,
Intuitive Fasting
yeah,
is the name of the book.
Fasting
Intuitive
Book Club.
Fasting, the Reset with Sally and Eden.
And Dr. Cole.
Exactly.
There it is. It's in the chat right now.
So excited. You guys were doing this.
Yes, and listen, tell all your friends to come and watch live right now, and then tell them to start following us because we're giving these books away. And then, okay, so I want to go back to what David
And questions,
said.
because I have a ton
yeah,
too.
send
Sorry,
some questions.
you can tell me to shut up. You know.
No, get out of here. But what David was saying, when do you start your day? And what are good ways to start food-wise your day? Like, what do you eat? What's your first meal you should have to kickstart?
Well, week 1 is that 12-12. So you're fasting through the night until you break the fast in the morning. Week 2 is the metabolic recharge fast. So it's reset, recharge, renew, and rebalance. Those are the 4 weeks.
I like that.
And they're intentionally called that. So week 2 is metabolic recharge. We're working on the cardiometabolic stuff. The lowering insulin resistance, lowering inflammation levels, balancing blood sugar. That's the 18-hour fast. So to answer your question on that week, that would be an example is if you do an 18-hour fast, it's a 6-hour eating window. So you're getting your calories in
Right.
6 hours.
Yes.
You're not cutting your calories.
I know.
So we can overeat. I'm kidding.
No. Oh,
You get a short window to eat a lot of food. I'm
No,
kidding.
but you know what? That's actually
In my mind,
No,
that's-
but you know what?
What?
A lot of people think that because my ex-husband did the whole fasting thing. He goes, "I ate whatever I wanted in that window." Is
No,
that
no.
right? though?
We're eating out of the book. It's clean.
Well, look, the studies show, I mean, there are many, many studies that show that you don't have to change your diet much and you're going to get the benefits of it. I am not advocating that. And there's other studies that show that you're not going to see a lot of changes because most people can't fast their way out of a poor diet. Sometimes it'll move the needle in a little bit, but is it sustainable? And is it really a healthy relationship with food at that point? I would say no. So I would say let's pair the best of both, and instead of either or, let's do both.
Yes.
So, and you can buy the foods that you eat. It will make your fast easier. So if you eat a clean, nutrient-dense diet filled with healthy fats and clean proteins, lots of vegetables, that's going to make your fast a lot easier.
Right. And then
So-
somebody says, Dr. Cole, does the fasting last for 30 days?
Yeah, you're not fasting for 30 days, but you are intermittent fasting. You're doing cyclical, time-restricted feeding fasting over 30 days, and each week is a different type of fast.
So that's actually,
Okay,
I think
okay.
we you guys, we can do this together. We
can
have
do
each
this.
other.
It's
Yeah.
a community now.
Yes. We can reach out. Maybe we pick certain times in the week. Maybe it's on this time where we
And
can
Eden's people too,
bring
like
them
everyone's
live.
in.
Yeah, and we can ask questions and we'll figure it out. But
Yeah.
we all got to get the book. And Courtney, 16-8 worked amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that week 2, it's technically a 14 to 18 hour fast.
Yeah.
So week 2, you could do a 16-8. So that's an 8-hour eating window or a 16-hour fast. I saw that David said that only 6 hours. Yes, that would be an
David, I
example
know,
of
that's
that.
a tough
But
one.
you have some fluctuations on that. You could do 6 to 8 hours.
Can
so-
you just sleep more? Like if you
Right? Just sleep
Well, I
for the
don't-
16 hours.
Because if it was only 6 hours I
Right?
could eat, I could work out for 2 of those hours.
That's not a bad idea.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's and then sleep.
Because it's really not hard.
Okay,
I'm
I
serious.
trust you. I do.
When you lean into this stuff, it really isn't hard. And the way that I wrote the book, there's so many modifications because I've heard just about every excuse under the sun. with
I'm
patients.
sure. I'm
So it's like
sure.
if they need to adjust it and meet their body where they're at, there's no shame. If they need to take it a bit slower, like what I said in the book, one of the things that I said was, if you need to repeat week 1, repeat week 1. Maybe your body needs to lean into it a little bit longer. It's all right.
that's good.
I'd rather you
And
take
your head.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I'd rather you take your time and create a firm foundation instead of feeling you have to rush through something
Right.
just to crash through it.
I have a question. Do we really need that much food? I feel like society,
No,
it's just
we're
like a
Americans.
societal thing where it's like we got to have 3 meals a day plus 3 snacks a day plus, and you have to eat at this time. At noon we eat lunch.
And they give you
at
a
9
plate
we
this
eat
big,
breakfast.
like the
yeah.
Cheesecake Factory. Sorry, but it's true.
No, it's true. But do we really need that much food?
That's a major part of the beginning and part of the book. It's just kind of looking at what we're taught from a very young age. It's just because we do it from a health standpoint,
Right.
from an ancestral health perspective. Just if you're putting it into context of the totality of human history, no, we're actually living in a really weird times when it comes to what our genetics have adapted to. So this genetic epigenetic mismatch is what researchers are looking at as why people are having this epidemic rise of autoimmune conditions and metabolic issues. It's because our genes are living in this brave new world where it's like, what the heck? We're not even used to eating this much all the time, as well, and on top of that, foods that are really disruptive to our microbiome, which is our gut bacteria, and that's home to 75-80% of our immune system. So when you're dealing with inflammatory problems, which is an immune system issue, things that disrupt the microbiome, your gut health, disrupt everything.
Wait, the whole gut bacteria
Speaking
though?
of that, do you? Because I take the BioComplete Dr. Gundry, and
I mean, and then I'll stop for a little while because I feel like, oh, what is this doing? And then when I start again, I'm like, whoa, this is like, whoa. I mean, and that's like a pre and pro. So
Yes,
can you
his
talk
is-
about the pro and prebiotics?
Yeah, sure. So probiotics are good bacteria that support healthy microbiome balance.
And are you coming out with your own pre and
We-
probiotics?
We have probiotics. Yeah, we do. We don't really. I mean, my focus is mainly teaching with
Patients
the
and
books and
helping.
patients. Yeah. So we do have probiotic on the site because the reason why we have it is because we got so many questions of people saying, "Well, what are like the
Right.
basic stuff I need to take?"
Right.
And we just
Did a-
it was easier than people calling the clinic and like
to have
ordering
it.
it.
It makes sense. No,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
So-
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, so it's all right. Yeah, probiotics are good bacteria. Prebiotics are fiber, for example. You can get prebiotics from the foods that you eat.
Yeah.
It helps.
From the healthy foods that you eat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The food, every food you eat should have some prebiotics,
Okay.
but a supplement form can help support that too.
But wait, hold on, clarify that. Every food you eat should have a prebiotic fiber.
Meaning fiber from
Meaning
plant foods.
not every food that we possible unhealthy people eat. Every food you should be eating, like
Like lots of non-starchy vegetables, like avocados, olives, nuts and seeds,
olives.
fruits. All of those things have fiber, which are prebiotics.
What about oats?
Yeah, you can. What's allowed in the book for the clean carb cycling,
Oh,
and I say allowed, but I mean everything's allowed. But what I'm advocating for people to experiment with is gluten-free, like steel cut oats. You could try that.
What if we like? Do you want to promote the holistic thing or not?
no. We'll talk about that another time when
Okay,
we
okay,
come
okay.
back and
All
do
right.
after our 4 weeks. I think.
Okay, all right. So we are going to do this with you, and I don't know how much more time do you have. How much more time do you have? I don't want to keep you if you have other things you
no, I
got
can.
going on.
I'm good.
Drink
So
that
like
coffee.
2 more hours, you're good.
Because we can be here all night.
I drank all my
Drink
coffee.
up.
Oh
already.
my God, we need
Oh, we
another
need more coffee, producer Andy.
Andy, we love you.
I'll take a little coffee too. if we're
Overnight
offering.
oats are so delicious. Is that
Yes.
what we're talking about?
Yeah, but you could do steel cut oats overnight. You don't have to do it that way, but yeah,
Overnight being like you soak it in almond milk.
they are
type-
delicious. There was a place, I don't know if it's still open anymore, in the Southwest Terminal, LAX. Have you seen this place where they had like little all ready to go
Yes.
overnight oats?
Packaged.
and-
Yes.
Forget the
Burbank
name.
has them too.
Beaming.
That's a juice
have
bar.
it-
Yeah, they're-
unless
they're-
you're-
yeah.
yeah.
They have it
yeah.
at Trader Joe's as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but when you say
Yeah.
package, like, is that cool?
Yeah, they're just, I mean, Beaming, not to give a shout out to Beaming, they just
Why,
make
you
them
please
there.
do.
Yeah.
Right. Well, you know that came from Shark Tank. One of those
Oh,
companies
really?
came from Shark Tank. The overnight
Okay.
oats packaged was a Shark Tank thing because I was
Cool.
obsessed with Shark Tank. So I want to get a little bit into your personal. Can we get into personal?
let's go
Let's do
personal.
some
Yeah,
personal.
my brain's working overtime
So,
so,
yeah.
to throw out a question or two.
So listen, if you're just joining us, you're watching Reset with myself,
Please,
Sally
yes.
Colon, and Eden Sassoon. And we have a special guest. His name is Dr. Will Coe. He has a new book called Intuitive Fasting that's available on Amazon.com. It's top 20 right now on Amazon,
Yeah.
right?
Yay,
it's probably
congratulations.
15
you.
now. Like it's going
yeah,
up. It's
'cause
going
you guys
up.
all be better
Yes,
writing your books.
yes. And we're giving away 5 of
Susie
his
Olive.
books today. So make sure that you guys, we need to write their names down, the people
I'm
that are
writing.
coming in.
Susie's on. Shout
Susie's
out
on.
to Susie.
Shout out
Hi,
to Susie.
Susie.
And
Get
then
the book, Suze. We're doing 4 weeks.
yes, we're gonna do all our girlfriends are gonna do this thing for 4 weeks.
you're in
our
so
show,
much trouble, guys.
We'll do like a 30-minute segment on our show for the next 4 weeks or an hour segment. If we can get Dr. Cole on Zoom, we will.
We could be here all night. talking about
Absolutely.
this.
So we were talking about all our personal lives.
No soft drinks, David.
Yeah, no, what? You can't have soft drinks.
David.
Cut it out now.
What?
You know what
Uh-oh,
I
uh-oh.
like about soft drink? You can
What?
get this on Amazon. Is Zevia. Have you ever tried Zevia?
No, never heard of it.
Zevia, you can get this on
Can we get
Amazon.
Zevia up on our chat?
Yeah, you
Zevia,
can-
how do you spell
David,
it?
we gotta talk.
Zevia. You can
I
do
love
the-
you, David.
'cause you,
Okay,
or you
Zevia.
can do like the Amazon Prime Whole Foods order. You
Okay.
can do it that way too. But
Nikki Taylor joined.
Okay.
it's stevia sweetened soda. It's
I was gonna say, I know
Stevia
really
stevia.
good.
Hey, Courtney,
Really?
did you tell her, Nikki, to come in?
How do you feel about soda?
Hey,
The
mommy.
bubbles, the fizzy,
Carbonation.
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 Yeah, it's totally fine.
Yeah.
Yay!
Yeah,
Look
so-
for-
I told
LaCroix,
her.
yes.
I know. I told you. I drink Lacroix too. But once I went
love
to
it.
We Care
Yeah.
a few times, and one of the first things the woman who started it was
Yeah.
like talking about carbonation, and for some reason I was in a depression after my father passed away. But all I heard was it's bad. Don't drink it.
Yeah.
What
Look,
is- Does it take away some minute?
That's what is said. I don't know if there's many good studies to show
okay,
that.
okay.
But is
So
it
then
something
I
that
can-
you should have copious amounts
Right,
of
right,
all day,
okay.
every day? No,
Moderation.
it's a treat. It's something that's good. So that's what I want
hear
people to
that?
find.
But I don't do it every day.
How
I
can we
do it,
find
like-
alternatives to things?
Right.
Instead of just, we live in such an awesome time.
Yeah.
Where Amazon, you can
like
get
that.
things around the world. Where if you like something that's conventional and it's a food that's not healthy, can't you find an alternative for most things? You can.
Yes.
What if we don't like our
yes.
boyfriends? Can we find an alternative?
First of all, we don't have boyfriends. We're both single.
Oh.
A healthier
Okay.
version of him.
Okay.
But if we did-
But if we did,
What about my IG?
Hypothetically.
Susie, can Susie eat hot tamales?
tamales.
Because
Yeah.
I ate.
Oh, is that wait?
Hot tamales, the candy.
Oh no, I was thinking like peppers.
No.
Do you like shishito peppers? Because we
What
lie in bed
happened?
and watch Lifetime and eat hot
Oh.
tamales. No more hot tamales.
Oh yeah, I guess so. That's probably good. Do you want decaf or regular coffee?
Courtney, what about my IG? Whatever, I don't know what that means.
That means that the girl that came through was from
Nikki
your
T.
IG, Nikki T. Yeah.
Ryan, will this book benefit you even if you're trying to gain weight?
Oh,
Oh, that's a great question.
that is a
actually.
great question.
Thank you, Ryan.
Wait, but before you answer that, do you want decaf or regular coffee?
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I think you need decaf.
All right, let's do decaf.
Everybody
What?
needs decaf. Well, no,
You want decaf or
I
regular?
would like regular.
Yeah,
wants
I want regular too. I'm with Dr. Will, Dr. W.
WDC.
It's fine.
W.
Yeah, just do 3 regulars.
Or
What's D?
DWC.
Just
I
black.
was gonna say,
Just
wait,
black.
oh yeah, but I almost got that because
DWC.
I'm.
You want black, right?
Yeah.
Black.
Black.
Yeah,
Thank you.
black, all black.
No. We're gonna get to your
What?
question on Dr. Diet Coke. Dr.
Oh no,
Coke.
we're gonna do that too. Yeah, all black
I was
is
on
fine.
IG Live watching. Excited.
Wait,
to
we gotta
start the
answer
Forward
Ryan's
program.
question. So Ryan's question, go. You remember?
What was the question?
A mommy.
Well,
Oh yeah. So,
Gaining weight.
so a lot of my patients, they have autoimmune conditions, right? So they have inflammatory bowel issues, ulcerative colitis, Crohn's, they have maldigestive issues. It is not fun.
By the way, as he's saying that really quickly, my best friend at 29 passed away of colitis.
Oh.
And it was from the age of like 8, they would go in and every year they would test the stomach and the colon. They'd have to start removing. It's no joke. I mean, I don't know how much you guys know about this,
Yeah.
but wow.
Resections, yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
and
full-
then cut to, yes. Sorry.
And then there's less severe cases too. I mean, this is a spectrum. This is that inflammation spectrum. On the other end of it, it's IBS, and they have maldigestive issues, and they're underweight too sometimes. So this is the power of what giving your body a break to repair does. People that are underweight, when you give your gut a break to start repairing, it's going to take time. It's not going to happen overnight. You start increasing absorption, digestion, because you aren't just what you eat, you are what you absorb. And I see a lot of times people, their gut health's so wrecked that they're not even taking in the nutrients that they're eating, so they can't gain weight.
Do you see that in the blood test?
Yeah, I was
Sorry.
gonna say,
Yeah.
how do you
Stool-
know?
that's
How
a-
do you know
Stool
that?
test?
That's a stool
Okay.
test.
Oh,
yeah.
wait, can we talk about that for a second? So,
awesome.
So disgusting.
No,
I just went to my
By
doctor's.
the way, going to the bathroom
Hang
and
on.
doing stool, it's
Hang
a
on.
natural thing.
First of all, I just got the kit because I was at my doctor's last week, and they're like, "You have to do a stool." I was like, "I don't want to do that. It's still sitting on my counter because I'm afraid
I'll
to
help
even look."
you.
Will you?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yeah, I can
All right,
use
I'm bringing-
gloves and we can. I'm not. It's okay.
Seriously?
Yes, dude.
For real though, you're not just playing.
All
All right, I'm bringing my kit to your house
Yes,
next Wednesday.
It's easy. Anyone
Done.
need help with your stool
Yay!
test?
That's
I'm
when
here
you
to
know
help.
you have a good friend.
I know, because I can't even imagine. It sounds disgusting.
No, not disgusting.
No.
No, I mean, it's normal. And then when I think, I talk about poop so much that I realize that not
I love
everybody's
it.
like comfortable with talking about it.
I don't
but
like talking about poop.
You could tell me all day long about
She'll
poop.
talk about poop.
Love.
It's a massive window into your health, really.
And when it comes out, you're thank you, Lord.
No, I'm about to get a colonoscopy.
Yes.
Yeah, like in a couple weeks, I'm
How do
getting
you-
one.
that-
Yeah.
they're-
Oh, yeah.
What do you think
Yeah,
about those?
Good. Yeah, they're needed. They are. You need to look
What does it
at
consist
the
of?
status. Depends on what type of prep they told you. It's not always the same prep.
Oh, I think I have to drink something
yeah,
or
it's
whatever.
normally-
I
clear,
don't
clear
I'm
it
not ready
out
yet.
so they can see it clearly.
So I think most of our audience is of age appropriate for colonoscopies. I know we skipped around really quickly, but do you want to give a brief?
Yeah, it depends on family health history. So I would say talk to your gastroenterologist and see, because it depends on the case. Not everybody has the same opinion, and not everybody has the same requirements. If someone has a family history,
Yeah.
colon cancer or autoimmune
okay.
conditions, definitely different rules apply.
And then Michelle has a question. Do you have a question, Michelle?
I do. Like, so when you talk about autoimmune,
put Larry.
We're talking about
Yeah.
the colon and gut health. How does that relate to like your skin? You know, it's like like skin issues that come up. I mean,
Yeah.
your scalp, your body.
Oh, how do you deal with skin issues?
And I know because I've tried to figure it out myself. Like eat this, eat this, eat this, which is one of the reasons I bought your first book. Was I was trying to be like, okay, how can I eat clean and maybe take some of the stuff out of there. Like, how does what you created in this book, or the information that you're proposing in this book, how does that affect those parts of your body?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your skin is oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes a window into, and you can almost see skin health as an outer representation of your gut lining. So there's many studies that show what's known as the gut-skin axis. So basically, different inflammatory skin problems are a reflection of what's going on in the gut. And things like eczema and psoriasis, specifically psoriasis, can have autoimmune components to it. Things like vitiligo obviously can have an autoimmune component to it as well. And non-autoimmune issues that are inflammatory, like dermatitis, even those things can have gut-centric components to their pathogenesis, the way that they operate.
Guys, because my kinesiologist says I have all these white spots all over me after but I thought it was the sun, and then they're not going away. And he's like, he specifically says your gut, stop eating corn, carbs.
Yeah.
It's your body showing that you have an allergy
Yeah.
to it at
Yeah.
that point. But what about you can this underneath the makeup?
Oh, yeah.
The hyperpigmentation, is that hormonal or gut related or?
It's normally a combination of immune, gut, and hormonal issues.
Wow.
So sometimes it's more hormonal for other people, sometimes it's not hormonal, but we have to look at all the components of it because it's all interconnected. It's just a combination of variables to consider. Wow. But look, all of these are check engine lights on, but you could have 100 cases with the same symptoms, and what's needed for one case is not necessarily needed for the other. So the tools in the book are good starting points and a good move in the right direction. And that's what I say in the book. Okay, you're going to improve your health doing this without a doubt. But then there's some people that'll get like 70% better. And at that point, they maybe need to run labs to see what's missing.
So that's a question. So we're gonna do this 4 weeks with the book.
Yeah.
Now the three of us are gonna do labs with you. Should we do the labs post 4 weeks or right now when we're all
Well, it depends on how much you want to get into it. I mean, most people, the best N of one experiment is to do it before and after. But not everybody, I mean, that's the point of the book for people, and maybe not you guys, but for most people, I don't want them to feel like they need to run labs to take action on their health. I'd rather them just take action on their health and improve how they feel, and you can run the labs later if it's appropriate.
Right.
But for somebody that's like, no, I have some time, I want to figure this out, I have access to a doctor, then do pre and post. That's a great
We should do
thing.
before
Awesome.
and after as a case study.
Yeah,
true.
I think that would be good.
Yeah, because we could. Yes.
Yes. And if you're just joining us, you're watching Reset with me, Sally Colon, and Eden Sassoon. And we have our special guest, Mr. Dr. Will Cole. And he has a new book called Intuitive Fasting that you can find on Amazon. But where else can they find it?
Well, Amazon is all that exists, right?
That's all that exists, right? There's nothing else exists in this world. That is a really good answer. And if somebody's getting your book, what can they expect from your book?
Well, the first half of the book is like how to do it. It's the ethos of it, because I want people to be inspired and encouraged and lifted up on this, where it's not this thing to be like, oh my gosh, this is so overwhelming. It's not. You're going to feel great, and I want to encourage you. So I'm explaining the science and the practical stuff, and then after that, it's the pretty pictures and the recipes and the meal plan and all
my
that
God.
stuff.
I can't wait to get it.
Seriously.
It's a fun book.
Vivian
so
said
excited.
amazing. She can't wait to read it. Love this
Hi,
live.
Viv.
Nikki, Courtney, thank you. Court
Nikki.
Lee,
Thank
right?
you, Courtney.
Court Lee, thank you so much.
And if we could go,
I know we can't get to the but also my daughter is 5'4", 207. She has a very hard time losing weight. She has dark skin. We have seen a dermatologist and an endocrinologist. Her sugar levels are normal or high normal. But we don't know what the question was. Sorry, we didn't get the first part of that. So maybe just resend that first part of the question. Yeah. So we were going to talk about your personal life real quick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you don't even live in LA. Where do you tell us where you live? You don't
I live
have to give
in
us your address, but
Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh, and you're
Shout out
married.
to Pittsburgh.
And you have 3 kids, right?
Two kids.
2 kids.
Two
What are
kids,
the ages?
14 and 11.
14 and 11.
I was gonna look. We have the same age as kids.
Yes.
I normally bring one of them with me.
Oh, really?
Next time?
Are they here in LA?
No, they're
oh,
not.
Okay.
So they are like getting to that age where they're like a little too cool.
Oh, they don't want to hang out
and
with
they're
you.
like,
We know
I have-
about that.
I'm gonna
We do.
miss. I'm gonna miss my dance class, Dad. I'm gonna miss.
Right?
I'm gonna miss my youth group.
That's so funny.
It's like, no, man, come with me.
Your
but
youth group. My kids go to youth
Yeah.
group as
Doesn't
well.
it just want to make you eat a pizza?
No.
Wow.
A healthy pizza, maybe.
Really?
Almond flour crust. Absolutely, I love pizza.
Almond flour?
Have you ever had
crust?
Capellas before?
No.
No.
Is that out here?
Oh, you can get Capellas anywhere. It's frozen.
Oh,
You can
wait,
get it-
but
Did you
wait,
guys
what
hear
stores?
this?
But what stores? Trader Joe's?
You can order them on Amazon Prime, Whole Foods.
Did you
delivered.
hear that? You can order these pizzas on Amazon.
Wait, can you
Tell them.
Capello's,
Tell them.
Capello's Pizza, a great company out of Denver. I
Irwin.
believe. Erewhon.
Yeah.
Erewhon.
It's like, I know I said
You're
that
from
wrong.
LA.
English is her second language. And it's Johnny. Of all people,
Sorry,
you said
Johnny.
that to Johnny Brown
You
Leader.
messed me up, Johnny. Whatever, man. You
I'm
made me look
taking
like.
your LA license away from you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a crime.
Oh my gosh, Erwin. Oh, I just got to
love
hit on
you.
Bumble. I just got to hit on Bumble.
love you.
Okay.
Tell him to do our intuitive fasting with us.
Who, the Bumble guy?
Yes.
Oh, well, let's see.
Yes,
if I can
Johnny,
get
they
him on
do
here.
sell it at Erewhon.
Yeah, Johnny he's one like a brother to me. And
Oh.
Johnny,
No,
buy
can-
the book. We're doing it for 4
Andy,
weeks.
can you put the name of the pizza in there? What's it called again?
Capello's. I don't know exactly how to spell
Capello's.
it. The extra P or extra
Oh, he has a
L.
boat. Oh, he's cute. Okay, we'll
Only
talk
if
to
he's
him in a
going to
minute.
do our 4
We'll
week
talk to him in a
intuitive
minute.
fasting.
We're
talk
doing
to
live
him.
Bumble right now. Okay, so you have 2 kids. You have 11 and 14, and then your wife, you said, is super supportive, and that's why you're able to do all these books and come to LA and
Shout
travel the
out
world.
if she's
What's her
watching, which
name?
she-
What's your wife's name?
Amber.
Amber! Way to support your man, girl.
Go Amber!
Go, Amber! Go, Amber! You hear
See,
that?
we haven't
did
done
the
that
harmony there.
all day, you guys.
Alexa, spell Conpellos.
Oh,
No, it's Capello's.
Capello's.
Oh, Alexa! Alexa's telling us how to spell
Rosalind,
it.
now we said Alexa, and now she's
That
talking
is
to
so
us.
funny. Pizza's available at Whole Foods, right?
Thank
Yeah.
you, Larry.
And
I love you,
Erewhon.
Larry.
Not
Yes.
Irwin's. Erewhon.
They are awesome.
You can get them at Whole Foods, and I just order them on Prime.
No, wait.
Oh, Andy,
We're
can
here
you
on
put it in the
Amazon.
chat?
You gotta order them on Prime. I'm gonna order mine.
Can we put
tonight.
it in our carousel? We should put that in our carousel as one of our
pizza?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andy, we
Drop
want to
the
start
code.
putting this pizza in our carousel from now on, and then we need it in the chat so we can see it.
My freezer's gonna be.
Yeah. So when do you go back to Pittsburgh?
Early Saturday morning.
And you've been doing tons of
He's
interviews.
on a
I've
full
seen you all
book
over.
tour.
Yeah.
And seeing patients.
And in your
And-
hotel
Online.
room, KTLA, like
KTLA.
like
Have you done
everything.
CBS? Local CBS?
No.
Let me make a phone call. I'll get you on
Okay.
CBS.
Oh,
Here.
yeah.
My friend
Oh my
Suzanne
God,
will get
wait.
you on there. She's the morning show host.
Oh, yeah.
All right, I'll
I'd
get
love
you on
that.
there. All right, let me make a note
Now
for
my
myself.
brain's going, yeah, who are we going to call? Because this is
Actually, I'm gonna text her
information
right
that
now while we're
everyone
Thanks.
needs.
I
No,
appreciate
no,
it.
for sure.
Everyone needs.
Okay, for sure.
But-
no, you
but
keep going. I'm gonna text her right now.
In our Rosalind, I'm very serious about that we're doing this, and the more questions you have, get them answered
Yes.
because this is something that I think. Well, I struggle with it. So hands down, I'm going to hold everyone's hand, and I'm not going to be quiet about it, and we're going to do this because I think that we're all at an age and life comes at you, and there's so much stress and so many things
Yes.
and all this technology and relationships with people and single life and kids, and it's like, oh my God. And of course we turn to food because it's a dopamine rush and we feel amazing. And that's not good for anybody.
Definitely not.
Yeah. So I want people to have agency over their health and have control over it. And when you start building this for yourself, there'll be this catalyst, this tipping point that happens in people's lives where it's no longer this protocol
Right.
or this thing they have to do. It'll just be like
Normal.
Yeah, it'll be
Oh
their
my
normal.
God.
It'll be their new
I would
normal.
love that to be my new normal. I feel like I'm in the age where I'm done with what's the thing that we get?
Hormones? Your
No.
menopause?
Yes. I'm done with
Peri-
menopause. I
okay.
don't get my period anymore.
Okay.
Like it's done.
Yeah.
But I feel like the only way I lose weight is just cutting out carbs altogether. But I know that's not healthy.
Well, it depends on what types of carbohydrates, because you're getting carbohydrates from fruits and sweet potatoes.
Yes.
So oftentimes people can have those clean carbohydrates and they're fine.
Okay.
It's a lot of the grains that are problematic.
I think that's
'Cause of the
problematic for
lectins
me.
or what?
Because there's multiple reasons for that. It is the sugar.
level.
That's the sugar is the
Sugar.
part of it,
The
because
sugar,
that
yeah.
breaks down into sugar and
Yes.
it raises insulin resistance and can raise inflammation. But it's also what we've done to the grain supply. It's not just the grains. It's hybridized. Some are genetically modified. They're sprayed with stuff. I have patients that will go to Europe and they will do better on the grains there versus here.
Because the way we treat them.
Yeah. So and that's not everybody, and there's definitely that's a point of conversation within the health space as being a variable for sure.
It's so fascinating to me. And wait, hold on. There were two questions I had. One was a personal one. Oh, sugar. I mean, I think that everyone knows, but let's just go back to sugar and what it really does to us in a 2-year-old way. Like,
Yeah. So sugar is, and we have to look at the type of sugar, right? There are more natural sugars that have less of a glycemic effect, they have less of a spiking effect, but they're still sugar. Like, so if you're looking at like a pure maple syrup or like honey, that does behave in the body slightly different than like refined processed white sugar, because it's slower metabolized in that way. But even that, too much maple syrup all day long or honey all day long.
Anything, right?
Yeah, it's like
let's,
a little
Did you
bit
ask
let's
about
take it
the-
a step further.
Yeah, go ahead.
The opening of the chips, the stuff that people just pick up and eat all day long, or kids, and the ice cream, or just the package, you know, and they don't understand, or you're not taught until your 30s, or the soda talk,
Yeah.
like that sugar.
So that's doing a lot of things. It's fueling, well, let's start with the gut. It's disrupting the microbiome. So we have about 100 trillion bacteria in our gut. And this is pretty profoundly important. Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine, you know, every doctor takes the Hippocratic Oath. He said all disease begins in the gut. And he also said, let food be thy medicine and medicine thy food. Now research is catching up with that. Now we have the randomized control trials and all this stuff. And we're catching up with Hippocrates.
Is that in your book, the quote?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. And he used fasting for patients, too. So all this stuff that we think is fad or weird wellness stuff, it's just actually a returning to the origins of medicine.
Yeah.
What we're doing now is like the way that we're living our life in our modern life. That's the new thing on the block, not what I'm talking about.
And then like did you ask about the different sugars? So the stevia and there's like
Yeah.
the brown sugar, the pure sugar,
Yeah, so
which one is the right one?
So
None?
sugar, processed sugar, disrupts the
pretty-
microbiome, and
okay.
it raises blood sugar.
Okay.
It raises
Yay, coffee.
inflammation
Thank
levels
you,
in the
babe.
body. Thank you so much.
Thank you. We have our coffee.
Wow, this is special.
Oh yay!
Oh.
Oh, for Eden. For Eden.
Oh my God, you guys!
Turbo.
Oh my God!
It's a turbo rechargeable version.
No!
It has a double.
Get out of
Have you
here!
seen
Have
this?
you seen
This
this?
is
I
The
have
frother?
one like that,
The
but I
frother?
don't know.
Quarters of warm non-fat milk.
Ooh, I want
love
that.
you.
I want
You're
some of
gonna
that.
turn- you're
I want- No, I want
I'll
the
turn
milk.
it into a cup, a full 2 cups of
Ooh.
frothed
Oh my God, you guys! You know
This
I
is
love
fun.
this.
Is this in our carousel?
Just
Is
like this.
that is
But
amazing.
just keep it
Okay.
on the bottom.
Hey, make
Oh,
sure that you
you
guys,
guys.
also take a look at our carousel. We have
It's-
some really fun
tell me
products
it's
in there as
Zulai.
well.
It's Zulai.
It's
Of course it-
we love
it's
Zulai.
Turbo.
Let me see the box.
Are you giving me the box as if this is mine?
No.
Oh man,
Girl,
she said rechargeable turbo.
You know she's gonna try to steal it. You know that, right? You know it's gonna be gone today, right?
Once she froths that up, you can take that spoon
What?
and put it in.
And put it in there.
I
Okay.
don't-
All right.
I-
Here we go.
you
But you're
know,
black
where
coffee,
is
right?
it?
You're black
I
coffee.
just black coffee.
All right. So what do you mean?
Where is it?
Oh, Felicia, you do have it.
For the warm milk.
No, we need the actual frother.
She's holding it.
She's she's so bad. She's like, I don't want it.
Let's go. The Zulay frother. Everyone should have this.
She's so
Oh wait,
bad.
hold on. I can't start till it's in.
Keep it on the bottom.
Oh,
All right, yeah,
that's
and
what he
yeah,
said.
don't splash
oh,
us.
Oh.
Whoa.
See, Sally usually does anything having to do with cooking tools.
I do.
But don't
I'm
mess
I'm
with
the
my
cook in the
frother.
family.
Watch it grow.
Do not. How am I going to turn it off when it grows that big?
Wait, what? You push a button. Push it back up, right?
You guys.
Wait, so there's another one in here?
Oh, no, Sally.
There is?
No, Sally. No. What? She's sleeping in my
Where is
accent,
it?
so I know exactly where it's going. Oh, am I doing that?
All right, I think you're good, right?
think the
Or does it need to
batteries
go
are
all
out.
the way up?
Is this what happens when the batteries run low?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. Michelle, you know. Anybody know?
Well, then.
Rosalinda, you're telling on me already.
Okay, wait. All right, are we good now?
From whatever you can find in the house.
Take the spoon. Okay.
You
can
have
have
me
that
turn it
spoon?
off. It won't go off.
Shenanigans. All right, here we go.
She can tell.
Turn it off.
Wait, you don't know how to turn it off?
I'm trying.
Okay, hang on. Does it go up or down? Up or down?
Up or
wait,
down?
wait. No, give it. Let it go. Let it go.
Cole can help us.
Let it go. All right, there we go.
Don't mind us.
Can you put this on there?
But
Poor Dr. Cole. He doesn't know what he signed up for. Okay, let's.
you like.
The spoon. Okay, got the spoon. Got it. Spoon it in.
Dude,
Can you guys see this?
You don't
Can
want
they see
any no dairy. Do
No.
you have dairy? That's another
not
dairy.
really.
Oh, should I not be having this?
Oh,
have it.
stop it.
Dr. Cole says no.
After all that frothing, you have to have it.
Absolutely.
You can't
Do you
turn
want
back
some?
now. It would be a shame.
Although if we
Do
had
you
the
want some?
app, well, we have Dr. Cole here.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Yes, the froth wouldn't be the same.
Wait, what kind of milk is this?
Oh, just have it.
Oh, I'm gonna be farting all night.
That's enough.
All
You're
right.
sleeping with me.
All right, I know. Okay, here we go.
In
We
my
do
bed.
we do sleep over Wednesday.
That's
And Michelle just joined us last week, and she's gonna start joining us every Wednesday.
But
By the way, she has a show that comes on right before ours called
Navigating life.
Navigating Life. So make sure you watch her before you watch us every Wednesday. We're right
Jenny
here.
got the frother. Yay, Jenny.
Yay, Jenny.
Tell them that there are two different ones.
Yeah, there's two
No,
different
but
frothers.
get the turbocharged.
Yeah,
Hello,
that was-
Did you see that? I couldn't even turn it off.
Rechargeable, and it comes with a double.
I need a man like
Here.
that.
And this is the
Give us that one too. Throw it. Bam.
Dude,
All right, so
don't-
this is
don't
the
even
other one.
Try.
This is the other one.
Jesus.
She's trying to steal it. Look
Oh,
at her.
oh,
She's
hold
trying
on,
to steal
hold
it.
on
So you
here.
can get these on Amazon?
These are
Yeah.
Amazon. And
Zulai is one of
Zulai
our
is one of our
favorite
favorite. Yeah, they have
products.
so many different products. So this is in our carousel. Make sure you guys check this out tonight. Get one for yourself, your sister, your cousin, your brother, your uncle, Tony,
uncle.
your Uncle Angel, whatever. That's my. I have Uncle Angel because I'm from Puerto Rico. You
But
know
hold
what I
on,
mean?
how many men froth? Would you froth?
Would you froth?
I use it, yeah. I
Would
use
your wife
froth.
froth?
Yes,
Amber?
of course.
Yes. Amber?
You know what I use these for?
These are awesome.
I use them for like if I put like collagen powder in.
Oh, that's smart.
So you'd put the
That's
collagen
smart.
in the hot coffee,
Yeah.
which that's a question,
We
and
have
then froth it.
collagen.
Right there.
We have collagen.
What kind of collagen do you use? 'Cause
Yes.
I just
Is that
bought.
Vital Proteins? Or
Yeah.
Yeah, I use them.
You use
know,
them.
So I just
Yeah.
bought. I
No,
just
we
bought.
have it. Yeah, we have it. Do you want some of this?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
But yeah, I use Vital Proteins.
Proteins.
I use.
So you suggest collagen every
Yeah.
day?
Well, yeah, I mean,
Every
it's
day.
a consideration. I'm not saying everybody needs collagen every day, but
Yeah.
it's a good source
Okay.
of clean protein. I I do a lot with autoimmune patients.
Yeah.
It's one of the most well tolerated types of protein. Because
Oh.
the whey protein and the soy protein
Yeah.
and the
That
pea
hurts.
protein, it can be really
Yeah.
disruptive to
Oh,
the gut.
wow.
That
Okay.
is, most people tolerate it very well.
This one.
So
okay.
this specific one or all collagen proteins?
All good source quality type of
Yeah.
protein. This is one of them. But
This
yeah.
is one. You were interviewing someone, or someone was interviewing you today on Insta Live. I was watching it, and it was another girl that has her own collagen, right? Wasn't it a collagen
Oh no,
brand?
I don't think it was live. The brunette.
The brunette.
Kelly Levesque yesterday.
It was
Kelly Levesque.
yesterday.
Do you know
Okay,
Kelly
yeah.
Levesque?
I
No,
don't
I
know.
don't,
You
but I
should
was
connect with
watching.
her.
Okay, well
She's
maybe
in
we
Orange
should
County,
have her on the
but
show. Okay.
yeah, she's super sweet.
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
So she has her own collagen company too.
Okay.
So she has one, and she goes to great lengths to having it pure. Vital Protein's
Yeah,
good.
she really gave a
Yeah,
descriptive.
very specific.
Oh, were you
Say-
watching that too?
Yeah.
Oh, we watched it.
Say
watching
her
it.
name again.
Kelly Levesque.
Kelly
Yeah,
Levesque.
Hi,
plug
Kelly.
her. Plug her.
Kelly Levesque's amazing. She is a nutritionist to Hollywood. I mean, she's
Oh,
like
wow.
all of the.
Oh, I can't. We
people.
have to follow and watch.
Yeah,
get her in,
she's
yeah.
she's amazing.
So do you talk about collagen in the book and what you just said, or?
Yeah, we use collagen in the book in certain recipes, not all of them. And there's a whole section. It's the break the fast section of the book, which we don't
Oh.
use these.
After
We're
4
using-
weeks, you mean? Sorry.
Well, no, fast while you're doing them. So let's say you're transitioning out of a fast.
Yeah.
So there's lots of soups and stews, gentle
Oh, okay,
foods.
okay.
I have to
and-
cook. I'm kidding. oh no, Sally's
That's
gonna
what I'm
come
here
over.
for. That's
Well,
what I'm here
I
for.
would
I
t-
do the cooking.
I told you before we went live, I had that daily dose. There's a ketotarian. You would like that. A ketotarian meal plan with Daily Dose. Do you know Daily Dose?
No.
They're out of New York, but they're
Okay.
It sounds really familiar.
You can.
Yeah?
You can ship them every. I mean, you can go anywhere.
Oh no, we were talking. Sorry, yes. I'm like, wait, you told Michelle. It's
Meal
It's the
delivery
meal
service.
delivery, and you know that I get my 5 days a week, which I need 7 because what happens on those 2 days is not good. But you do.
Yeah, I don't do
You
it, but
do?
Daily Dose does it.
Daily Dose does
And
it.
I formulated it. They took the recipes from Ketotarian and they brought it to life.
Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So it's all plant based.
This is like, well, it's like a Mediterranean keto, so it's mostly plant-based.
Right.
But it has eggs and fish too.
Ooh,
Right
yum.
up my alley.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I would love that.
I
Now,
have a question. about
yeah,
that.
and I have,
Yes.
me too. Go on. No, go.
But just about the protein, the collagen, because I know some people say that there's value to adding collagen, and then some people say that the jury's kind of out on that. And just I wanted to know what your personal
Yeah.
take was.
To
on
me,
that, 'cause
it-
that's the one I use
Yeah.
at home. But sometimes I feel really passionate about it, and then like sometimes I think, well,
What's it really doing?
So for the audience, in case I can't hear you, Michelle was asking a question. Should you use collagen or not? Is it good for you? Is it not good for you?
But
It's-
he
to-
said he
to
likes.
me, it's a clean protein.
protein.
We need clean proteins. We don't have enough essential amino acids in our diet. Look, it's one thing to say proteins, but not all proteins are equal because we need essential amino acids. We're not getting it from our body's not making it.
Right.
So it doesn't have to be collagen. It could be another complete protein, but it's a nice way because people want something convenient. So if you're mixing something like this in Vital Proteins, it's easy. Yeah.
So you have fish and eggs as clean proteins, and are pistachios clean proteins?
Yeah. Nuts and seeds. Yeah.
Nuts and seeds.
Okay.
All of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And what are just in my mind? There's like 3 other clean proteins. What they considered?
So nuts and seeds, you're going to get some proteins from vegetables. It's not going to be a
Right.
complete protein.
Sorry.
Collagen, wild caught fish, legumes, beans have protein in them, and grass-fed beef. I'm not against people having good quality
That
beef
was
too.
my next question. So when we do the 4 weeks, and I'm sure it's probably in there, but since you're here,
Yeah.
if people are on a meat eating
Yeah,
diet,
there's a whole, I call it vegivore in the book, so it's like another weird play on words, but it's omnivore that's still plant forward. So you still can have the grass-fed beef and the chicken, but still have lots of plants.
I have a question.
Interesting.
So I'm always on the go, and all of us are.
I
always
am
on
not
the go.
on the go
She's
anymore.
not on the go.
Nor
I'm
is
on the
Michelle.
go.
Don't let her lie.
She wasn't on the go until about a week ago. Now she's on the go because we have her coming up here every Wednesday now. So
I
I'm
just
on the
live
go.
at Sway TV.
I'm always looking for the right kind of bar that I can stick in my purse, and and I have it every day. That's going to be good for me, or anything that's a
So
quick
do you wanna-
open
do
and
you-
go.
This is what I hear, Doc.
Okay.
She's lazy and can't meal prep her own food.
No,
so she's
no,
gonna
no.
shush,
No,
shush,
no,
shush,
no,
I'm
no,
talking.
no, no,
so she
no.
grabs a bar, throws it in her bag,
No.
and thinks it's good for her.
Don't throw stuff at
But
me.
on
Okay,
Sundays, she
listen.
could prep from the
No,
4-week
okay.
book.
Can you just don't ignore her and answer my question? Because that's not what I'm saying.
Well, most people who say
no,
that.
I do prep my food. That's not what I'm saying. I get on. Sometimes I have to like go. I have my kids. I have this. I have that.
Yeah.
I have my client
You want
over here.
something on hand.
I need something
Yeah.
on hand. Sometimes I have client meetings where I can't bring my food because it's a 3-hour client meeting. I need to be able to go in my purse during this client meeting in 3 hours and pick something up while I'm in the client meeting and eat something quickly that's going to be healthy for me.
Well, Lara bars are good.
Are they?
Lara bars, yeah. I mean, you have.
I was just say, grab a bag of
can
nuts.
grab
I
these
brought
too.
that. I brought that.
Yeah,
so
so you
and
can
that's
get
because she
Nut-
had it at
nuts
her
or
house.
cashews.
'Cause
And
I
so
had
I bought some.
cashews.
Yeah. So she does.
Pistachios.
Pistachios, nuts, and I mean, have you ever had sea snacks before? They're like seaweed snacks. You can get all of these on Amazon.
Yes,
but
they're
they're in
little
all.
package.
They're in all
Sea
of our-
snacks, guys.
Your daughter eats sea snacks.
Seaweed.
Seaweed snacks.
Yeah,
seaweed
that's
Is that
what
the
it is,
same?
Seaweed snacks.
Oh,
Okay,
I
okay,
love-
those
yeah.
are good.
Yeah.
They're not too salty though.
No.
They seem kind of
No.
salty to me.
I mean, no, they're not, and they're good quality salt too. And but if you're looking for a bar
Yes.
option, I like another Dave Asprey who owns Bulletproof. The Bulletproof bars are good. Like
Oh.
the shortbread one is good, solid stuff. It has collagen in it too.
Okay.
But it's low clean carb.
Yeah.
It's good stuff. He's a good guy too. And Epic Bar is not a bad one either.
I haven't even heard of that.
Epic Bar
Have
is
you heard of
meat
Epic Bar?
based. It's meat based.
Oh.
But you can get grass-fed beef bars. It's a little
Okay.
bit weird because it's like this, but it's
But
a
it's
meat,
meat.
bar.
Oh, I wouldn't mind that
Yeah. So
actually.
there's turkey ones, there's chicken ones, there's beef ones, there's bison ones, and they have fruit in them too, and nuts.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's not like beef jerky. It's better.
Yeah, and it's good,
Yeah.
really good regenerative farm, like organic practices. They're very serious about their meat quality.
Okay, awesome. Okay, because I do eat Laura bars. I do like Laura bars, so these are pretty good. Okay.
And I honestly, I get everything on Amazon, so I know you can get all these things on Amazon or Prime delivery. So
you don't go to the grocery store, is what you're saying?
now I have it all delivered to my office.
Do you? She has everything delivered too. Do you do that too?
I don't go out anyway.
I like going to the grocery
I
store.
do for a few things.
Yeah.
A few things, but I'm finding myself more and more that I'm using services.
You are.
Yeah.
How about you guys? Do you guys still go to the grocery store, or do you guys order online
that
on
still a
Amazon?
thing or
And
no?
Target does it now.
Yeah,
Walmart
right?
does it, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's the bar that you're talking about, the collagen protein bars,
Yes.
vanilla shortbread.
That's
You
it.
know what you should do with the intuitive fasting
That
book,
looks
like
good.
a shopping cart on Amazon Prime or somewhere where
Oh,
we
yeah.
deliver, where we can log in and there's sort of like,
Some go-to.
yeah,
things.
because someone like me, that's why
a
we were
good
just in
idea.
that little argument, is because I am an all or nothing girl. Like, no, it's true. Like, if I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it, and I don't think that things in packages, to me, other than now I'm hearing that they're creating
There are some good
right.
companies out there.
So
and they're not in replacement of whole foods, like real foods.
Yeah.
See, that's my brain goes to all or nothing, and so
Yes.
I think like
Being more pragmatic.
what we're trying to learn is that like the foods we should be eating are from the ground, from the sun, things that grow naturally. Like so many people in society just don't get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's primary. But then I do agree, though. It's like if you're on the go, I'd rather someone pick up a
Right.
great alternative versus feeling like I have to go all
No,
or
you're
nothing.
right. You're right. You're right. Because I get
Yeah.
it. But my brain goes to, what do you mean? Don't eat that crap. Prep yourself. Come prepared.
Yeah.
Do
Which
the
is
right
great.
thing.
Which is great. And you should have that as your normal go-to center, and then you can pivot with these things.
Okay, I got that. There's a balance.
So
the
that's good
balance.
because between the tough love hard butt like me and
She
this
is a
one
hard
who's
butt.
a little more lenient, this is good for us for the 4 weeks.
Well,
so,
okay, but look at her body and look at my body. So obviously she's doing something right, and
Well,
I'm doing it wrong.
Because I get
so.
my meals made by someone who preps them, so I don't have to
She
make
does.
that choice in my head because I don't make the right choices.
Do you
Although
have
I
a
know the
company
right
that
choices.
does that? Or?
Yeah.
My girlfriend's holistic nutrition. She's a nutritionist.
Plug it the
and
website.
I will. We're going to talk all about holistic nutrition. And her food, Michelle. You've had
I've
it.
had
It's
it.
fine.
No, it's great.
Excellent, and it's all
What's her name?
Jess Zadeh.
Oh, I don't know.
What's the name of the website?
I don't.
Is it?
Holistic. I swear, holistic method. No, Jess, I'm so sorry. She might not be on here. I will post it on my
We'll
Instagram
post
because my
it, yeah.
brain is,
We'll
is
post
Right.
losing
Yeah,
it right
so
now.
she does it for just
But
LA.
so what she does is, it's just LA, and she has a small, maybe 19 clients. So she's literally in the kitchen all the time.
Yeah.
But she'll do from your age to your weight to how many, calories, which by the way, my doctor's like, you're under eating, you need to up your calories. So I called her, I'm like, I hate to say this, but so she really tries to work with
Yeah,
you.
Oh wow, that's good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So,
I'm gonna
but-
do that too.
But
I do love Air One. They said that.
The Irwin.
Jenny.
Erwin.
Jenny's awesome. Jenny, do you have questions? How old? She's, I think, in her 50s.
In our age.
Yeah, and her body
Or not
is,
yours, but ours. over
She
here.
forms muscle.
Being proud.
That's a good question. It's hard to gain muscle when you get older, and so
Well, yeah, being fat adapted and getting in metabolically flexibility, that when you're producing some ketones cyclically, it's actually helps build muscle mass. Beta hydroxybutyrate is muscle sparing. So that's back to that earlier question about like losing people that are underweight. Should they do this? That's another way that people can gain weight if they need to, because their gut absorption and digestion will improve, so they're absorbing nutrients more, and number two, they're building lean muscle mass more.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, if you're just joining us, you're watching Reset right here on Sway TV with myself, Sally Colon, and of course the beautiful Eden Sassoon. And we have Dr. Will Cole with us. He has a new book on Amazon that came out yesterday.
Yay!
It's top 20 already because it's fabulous, fantastic. It's called Intuitive Fasting. We're going to give 5 books away tonight. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick names, and then, which you're going to help us do that. And then we're going to just ship them directly to you. So you don't have to worry about, them coming here and then we ship. Anyway, they're going to come directly to you. So we probably shouldn't keep them much longer because
No,
I
but
told
let's
them 1
just answer
hour.
these
Oh,
three
let's answer some
really,
questions. Do you
and
mind
then-
answering some questions?
Yeah, fine. This question from Jenny's about being vegan. Most of the recipes, actually, Jenny, are vegan keto. So, and vegan carb up ones too.
That's
so
good.
yeah, I mean, if you want to use that as your center and then pivot with the omnivore and the pescatarian options, Yeah, that's most of the recipes.
And then
Incredible.
A mommy.
How do you know how many calories should I eat? I'm 45, will be 46 in April.
good question.
So, calories are a facet to consider, but they're not everything. So your body is less of a calculator and more of a chemistry lab. So the foods you eat actually instruct your biochemistry. So 1,000 for, let's just say 2,000 calories of avocados is way different and will behave very differently in your body versus 2,000 calories of sugar or 2,000 calories of soda. So you have to understand that calories aren't king. Calories are a piece of the puzzle, but not the entire puzzle. So how many calories you should eat depends on what type of food you're eating. So I keep it simple. I mean, for most people, if they eat until satiety, eat within these windows and just focus on all the things they can eat, they don't have to go down the calorie counting hole. I only count calories for people that are oftentimes trying to gain weight, making sure they're eating enough.
Okay.
Like most people
Like the
don't-
Ryans of the world that are trying to gain weight. He says I need a pen
Yeah.
right now.
But don't you have to eat enough calories to lose weight too? I mean, I know we can, hypothetically starve ourselves, and that's not what I do.
Yeah.
But
You're saying cutting calories to lose weight?
no, like when he says you're not eating enough because I try to burn, because I just need exercise for my mind. I burn, let's say, 500 calories a day, and if I'm on a 1,200 caloric intake, that means I'm only really taking in, which I'm sure more, 500 to 700 calories. Well, how is my body going to shed fat, or the few pounds I want to lose?
You're saying you have to be eating more.
Right,
Yeah,
that's what I'm asking.
absolutely. Yeah.
So-
you need to fuel your body because that's the raw material your body needs to rev up your metabolism. Absolutely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's so hard mindfully to get around that.
I know. Remember, your body and your metabolism is a chemistry lab, not a calculator. So calories in, calories out is an oversimplistic perspective on it. But if you eat a lot of good calories or a healthy amount of calories, but it's foods that actually support a healthy metabolism, that's where synergy happens. You could be eating more calories, but if it's more conducive to healthy metabolism, you'll become a fat burner. Versus if you're eating less, but foods that really mess your metabolism up, it's not going to be helpful.
Right. Okay.
So.
All right. So go ahead.
Sorry, go on.
No. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say, and there's a time and place for a slight caloric deficit. There's no problem with slight caloric deficit.
Do
but
we
don't-
have any in the book?
No, don't worry about calories.
I'm kidding.
I made a meal plan. There's a 4-week meal plan in the book, and I took all the guesswork out of it. All the calories are in there if you really want to look at the clinical science stuff. But you keep it simple.
And so when you said foods that basically I saw a choice in there, and my choices would be wrong. But so your intuitive fasting book, all the foods we can eat are in the book.
Yeah, and look, so people know this. I want them to learn how to use foods to feel great. So ultimately, it's not about can or can't. I want people to find a food peace and a food freedom and focus on foods that make you feel good.
Food peace. We need a sweatshirt that says food
Food
peace
peace.
on the back. Doc will call.
Right.
We need
Yeah,
to
hey.
sell it on Amazon.
Hey,
right.
speaking of Amazon, let's do some
Food
giveaways.
peace.
Can we do some
I'm
giveaways?
obsessed with food peace.
Can I ask real fast? Because
Yes.
about Peloton, do you guys both do Peloton?
She does.
I got
do
the
it when I'm at her
tread
house.
and the bike.
Yeah, I do.
Who's your favorite instructor?
Which one? 'Cause
Chase.
Chase Tucker on the treadmill. Shout out to Chase Tucker.
He's on Clubhouse as well.
Oh.
Are you on Clubhouse yet?
I am, but I have no idea
You
what
need
I'm
to
doing.
get
I'm
a
gonna help you.
room.
I'll help you.
Oh, you need a room.
We'll
and
do
you
a room
need it
with you.
now. You're gonna.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be in this room.
We're gonna moderate a
She
room
says
with you.
thank you
Alright,
for
let's-
this.
I would love
No,
that. I have
we'll
no
do that.
idea what
Eden and
I'm
I
doing.
will moderate it for
Oh.
you, and we'll bring some people in.
So Chase on.
We should get Chase in that room.
Oh,
with
for
him.
sure.
Okay,
I don't know
we'll do
Chase.
that.
I don't.
Oh, so he's on the treadmill. He's
Chase
not on the bike
Tucker.
yet. Although
Okay.
you can find him on training.
I do more of the weights and the body weight stuff. I love this.
Oh,
stuff.
the
who do you
mirror? Is that
work
the
with?
mirror?
No. On
No?
Peloton.
On
they have
Peloton.
different-
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rebecca Kennedy.
Love her.
She's
Love
so
her.
good.
I do hike. I hike with her.
Yes. Yeah, she
The-
does the tread too.
Oh, I'm gonna be in the chills.
I want.
Yeah, they're
a
good
Peloton.
people.
They really are
Yeah.
amazing
I
people.
want a
Yeah,
Peloton.
they're sweet
Michelle and I
people.
want a Peloton.
Give the Peloton
Can we
get
do
Peloton.
can we do a
Why are you
Peloton
selling on
giveaway?
Amazon. And you should be
They
on
really
the app
should.
talking about food and the book, and they don't
Yeah.
have that yet. You know what? I'm gonna reach out to them because he should be on there. It should be click
Absolutely.
here,
Yeah.
all the things on top that said it should be you talking about intuitive
Well, thank
fasting
you. I
and eating.
appreciate that.
No, I agree for sure.
Because it's so much. Who said this to me? Was
what,
it
what,
you?
what?
We were just talking
If it
about
was
this.
brilliant, it was me.
It was me.
No, it was brilliant. It was me.
We were
was
talking
it?
about exercise, and I'm a little obsessive.
I
But
said that.
food, the main part of this isn't necessarily exercise.
I said
It's the right. What
She
did
didn't
you
even finish
say?
the sentence yet. Keep
It's
it.
the
I know
food.
it's
It's the
mine.
food.
It's the food. And
Food.
until I could exercise till the cows come home. I don't even know what that means.
Because Jeff, my trainer, told me.
Yes, thank you. It was today. See, my brain.
Well, Micah,
Whoa.
my trainer, told me to.
Well,
Because
then-
now I can say, she says Jeff, my trainer. Now I could say starting today, Micah, my
Well,
trainer, because I just started with
Dr.
Micah
Will,
today. So
my
Micah, my trainer,
doctor.
said that too.
That's
my
right.
doctor.
Yeah.
They can train all day
He's
long.
our doctor, all three of us.
Yeah,
Dr.
he's
Will's our
gonna
You know,
be
doctor.
in 4 weeks.
something I say in the book, and something I've been saying for a decade, is you have to get healthy to lose weight, not trying to lose weight to get healthy.
Oh, that's good.
So when you deal with hormonal imbalances and gut
Yeah.
issues and inflammation levels, a natural byproduct of that will be weight loss.
Yeah.
Sort of always chasing that like work out more, eat
Yeah.
less. It's not going to work for most people sustainably.
yeah.
It will work for
Sustainably,
short
right?
term.
Because I'm always thinking like,
You'll rebound.
right.
What about belly fat? Tell me about that.
Cortisol, right? Like her hormones.
Yeah, I
Because
would
that's
run-
like my trouble. That's my trouble. I had 2 C-sections, and so I think that messed me up a little bit. But I feel like that's the one. Besides, like I'm toning my arms. I'm starting to tone my arms. But my big is right here, and I know part of it is age, part of it is hormones.
Yeah, we're going to look at cortisol, thyroid,
Okay.
estrogen, progesterone.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll run labs. We'll
And
see it.
without
We'll
those
run it, okay.
labs, at someone like our age, it's really difficult if, let's say, my brain, I'm gonna work out, and you know what? For me, it does work as I get older. The muscle tone, it's a little harder. You won't get there until you do what you're saying,
Right,
until you go through.
right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so I would
Until
say
you take
start with the
collagen.
protocol in intuitive fasting and then see how far you go. You may go 100% and you may completely achieve your goals. But if you don't, then there comes a time when you maybe consider talking with a functional medicine doctor to dig deeper. Maybe what's making it more difficult for you.
That's a good idea. So
Yeah.
should we do a giveaway?
Yes, I have one more question. Sorry, guys, I have to ask. Oh, is the 80-20? How's that?
What depends? I mean-
80% food, 20%
That's
working
what
out?
a lot of people say.
Or I normally hear 80-20 is another term for that,
The
is
cheating.
eating 80% healthy,
Clean.
20%
Yeah.
not.
Oh,
I've never heard 80-20 about that before. But I would agree with that for a
Yeah,
lot of people.
I've heard that
80% food, 20% working out. Yeah, and it's not everybody. Some people food is everything, and for some people it is they're not moving enough.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody's different, but yeah, that's general.
That's actually
That's a
a good
general
point.
thing,
Maybe
yeah.
like say that because I don't think that most people move enough
Right.
Yeah.
at all.
Right.
No, they're both important, without a doubt. I mean, they are both important. And I see some people that they've got the food down really well, but they just are sedentary and they need to move their body. So it's not just food. The percentage varies from person to person, though.
Do you
Right.
tell your clients obviously that kind of
yeah.
go?
There's
It's all in the book.
within
It's all in the book.
It's all in the book.
The book that we're gonna give away right now.
Get your book. Everyone get your book.
Let's give
'Cause
some
we're
away.
doing this.
Let's give some away.
Well, I hope I have everyone's name.
Did you have a
no, I
mommy?
don't
You
have
a mommy?
Madison.
Can you put mine in?
No, Michelle, you don't get it. I love you.
What
And
about
I'd-
some of Eden's?
I'd rather buy you one than take it away from our beautiful
I've been
friends.
telling them to go over to Sway TV.
Yes.
I keep putting them in there.
Okay.
You guys, get your book
Yes.
because we are doing this.
We're gonna do this right now.
I don't know that I have everyone.
All right, let's
but
do
we're
it
gonna
this way. Let's
you
do it-
guys, if
we'll
I
do it
don't
like
have
cards.
your name, I feel.
It says do it at the end.
Well, we'll do one. Can we do one now and then we'll do another one at the end? Well, he's gotta go. Like we can't keep this guy here for the whole time.
Nikki,
I
I
feel
got
bad.
you.
He's got stuff
I'm
to
actually
do.
going to
Madison, I
Air
love
One.
you.
I'm going to Air One
going
to
to
get
Air
some
One?
groceries.
Yes. No, he's
is
gotta
about to
go
go-
and then we'll finish. Can we do a couple while he's here, Andy?
gonna draw 500 at Air One in 5
Yeah.
minutes.
It's easy to do, for
yeah,
sure.
it is.
Can we do a couple right now?
My quick question: why she's picking? So the brain thing I have with the exercise and
Because
how
he's gotta go and then we'll continue.
hormones-
Can we do 2 right now?
realistically, when I'm
Yes,
really
okay.
focused and I'm eating right, like that'll all sort of just
Even
stop.
out over time.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
Andy, producer Andy. What producer Andy? Just say it out loud.
Did you buy your book, Andy?
Well, I'm just gonna do like this and he's gonna pick them. Yeah, like cards.
Oh, I get to pick.
Yes, you get to pick. So
Wow.
we're gonna do 2
Wait,
now, or should we
hold
do
on.
all 5
Did
now?
I put Rosalinda
2
in?
now. Okay, we're doing 2 now.
Oh, 2.
This is fun.
Hold on, Rosa. I don't know.
All right, let's get Rosalinda in for sure.
She's under Rose.
Who won? No one's yet. We're doing it right now. All right, here we go. All right, I'm gonna mix these up, mix these up, mix these up, mix these up. All right, here we go. Ready?
Shannon says she's winning.
Shannon said she's winning. Okay. All right.
Shannon's manifesting.
Oh, what is
Who is
that,
it? Who is it?
Shannon?
Our first winner is
Yeah, I'm gonna fall over.
Louise.
Louise. Go Louise.
And
Go
Louise-
Louise. Go. Go.
Louise
go
is the one I
Louise.
was going to buy the book for and send it
Oh,
to Australia.
so there you go.
Louise.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pick another winner. We're doing 2 now and 3 at the end. All right, here we go.
There we go.
Who is it? Who is it? Who
This
is it?
is Larry.
Larry!
And
Who's
he's
Larry?
in Canada.
Oh, wait, he has to be here to win, though, right?
Did Larry leave? No,
They
no.
have to-
Larry sends me flowers on every occasion.
Oh.
You are getting a book no matter
Okay.
what.
All right, Larry.
I
you
love
win.
Larry. He
You
is
win,
the
Larry.
best.
Let's go, Larry.
And he said he wanted to. He mentioned something, but
Oh, congrats to Louise and to Larry, and we're gonna give 3 more away at the end of the
Vivian,
show.
don't you-
But we're gonna let Dr. Wilco leave because I'm sure he's got other
Thank
things
you
to do
all.
than hang out with
but
us
we're
all
gonna
night.
miss you.
Oh well, we'll do the challenge.
We are doing this.
Yay!
Oh look, Larry, congrats. Oh, she's
Larry,
sad. She
yay.
doesn't want you to leave it there, or you're sad you didn't win.
I think she said she didn't win.
Well, we're still gonna pick
It's
more.
nothing to do with me. I'm sure. it has
So,
to do
no.
with-
No, no.
I don't want you to
Oh,
go.
thanks.
Thank you so much.
you.
Yay!
anytime.
Give it up for Dr. Will.
Thanks, everybody.
We will have a book. We will
Yes.
do the challenge. We will
Yes.
start next week, and
Oh,
we'll
so fun, so
reach
fun.
out and oh my god,
Yeah, I'll
what
just-
an incredible
And more
night.
to come.
will,
more to
See,
walk up
Madison
here.
doesn't want you to leave either.
Oh, Madison.
no
poor
one
Will.
does.
I told him only an hour. We kept him here for 2 hours. But he was amazing. Like, thank you for staying for so long.
Beyond incredible. And when
Yay.
you're in town, we need to be consistent. Well,
Yes.
we're gonna sort of create our own little movement. With
Yeah,
this.
we will. We will. Oh, wrong way.
Yes, of course.
Yes,
And we're gonna,
absolutely.
you guys, we're gonna create very important. David says thank you.
Yay!
Yay! I know no one wants him to leave. Everyone wants him to stay, Sal. Wow.
I'm gonna put this here because I feel like this shirt makes me look
No,
kind of
you're
chubby.
beautiful. Well, in 4 weeks, she's not gonna have that belly.
Listen, this
Kidding,
is the
she's
before. The
beautiful.
before. I'll just be completely open and vulnerable with you guys. I'm 121.5.
I
That's
mean,
my
come on,
weight.
that's
I'm
nothing.
5'3", and I'm trying to get to 115. I feel like 115 is that my like good
It's
weight where my
beautiful.
jeans feel good
Yeah,
on me, and
you're comfortable.
So you guys will do this journey with me. I'm trying to get to 115. I'm 121.5 right now. So next week, I'll let you know where I'm at. Hopefully at like in the 119 range. And I'm gonna start this book with Eden.
We're all gonna start.
And then
it, you
what
guys.
is your goal? Because it's not weight, right?
Well, I was just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
she knows that.
Yeah,
you
because
know,
she's thin.
we
She's
all
super
struggle
thin.
with the mindful thought
Yes.
of I'm
Yes.
you know in LA and
Yes.
I'm heavy. I feel like a.
Well, no, I think we're good. It's framed right now.
Let me just say a little bit of my story. When I was 12, my father, you know, he sent me to fat camp. And I was the tiniest girl there, and my heart was like, I got there, I was lonely, I was miserable, and I started to create this relationship with food prior to going to fat camp Weight Watchers in Colorado. I still think I have PTSD from it, so that's why tonight talking to Dr. Cole, like, whew, there's so much information here, but there's also this part of my head that's like a demon.
Psychological,
So
yeah,
it's
it's a
really
lot of
hard,
that,
and
yeah.
they know, they watch me. It's a thing. So when she is beautiful, I can look at other people and don't judge them like I judge
you, babe.
myself at all.
Thank you.
And so it's not that she wants to lose. Yes, she wants to lose 5 pounds because of her self-worth, this and that. But that's not the bottom of what this is really coming from.
Yeah.
I think we really want to, at our age, at any age, to be healthy and get that gut health
Yeah.
and be part of this collective change and culture.
Yeah, I think for me, honestly, bye, Dr.
Thank
Cole.
you so
You're
much.
amazing.
We love you.
We will be. Yeah, if you're available to Zoom, then
Everyone,
we'll Zoom.
get
But
your
if you're
book
not,
because
we can-
we're
Yes.
starting.
Get your book, Intuitive Fasting.
And hoodies, we're gonna start making up. We're gonna do a collective change.
Yes.
I'm excited to see how people do on it.
Oh, he's excited. He said to see how
On
you
that,
guys
yeah,
do.
and I have a couple questions. We're gonna have to. I think it's probably in the book, like some pre-information to see
Yes.
where we're all at, and
Oh yeah.
It's all-
Take the quiz in the book, and then we'll start. And they don't need to get labs. They could just use their own quiz score as they're going down.
So you guys are gonna take the quiz. That's how we're gonna get
everyone
started.
follow him on Instagram.
Yes.
100%.
Yes. It's just Dr. Will Cole.
At Dr.
At Dr.
Will
Will
Cole.
Cole. Okay, make sure you
Hands
guys are
down,
following.
everybody follow him. And obviously, for the next however many weeks, I will forever be sharing and posting, and you're going to be sick of me, but it's going to happen. We love you.
Love you guys too.
Thank you so much. Drive safe.
Thank you.
Go to Irwin. I can't believe believe
That
I
was
said
so
Irwin.
good. It was so good. I was like, oh,
Go to Irwin.
That
She's
was
like, why is she
so
saying Irwin?
good.
But I will be on. I'll be honest with you guys. Oh, I love the ponytail. I do.
I
too.
do have to find the chopstick though. You're right, because we
it's
do that
very
every.
cute.
Yay, Dr. Roll Call. Okay,
Yeah,
yes.
no, he's amazing. But I'll tell you guys, the reason why I want to lose the weight is because here's my most irritating thing in the world is me having to pull my pants up all the time. Pull them up. Because I have that little, like, what do they call it? The little extra tire, what do they call it? The tire, right?
Okay,
Isn't that
but
what they
let's
call
go.
it?
Let's
What
go
is it?
deeper than this.
The spare tire around my waist irritates me so bad. I just want to wear a pair of jeans and wear a t-shirt and not worry about the spare tire around my waist.
And I hear you, and this makes sense. But if we take that a few layers deeper, I don't think
Yes.
it's about your jeans, because you could wear a pair of leggings from Aloe, and
Yes.
whether you're pulling them up or
That's
not.
true, that's true.
Let's go to the root of what is this? Like
Like
why
what?
do you want to lose the 5 pounds? It's
So,
not.
okay, so the other part of it is because I'm single. And because I know in my mind that
Oh, watch out. You-
okay, I
Thank
think
you.
in my mind that men, want a woman with a great body. Producer Andy, what do you say about that?
And you're stunning.
Put him on the spot. Put him on the
the
spot.
only man we have here. Dr.
And-
Will.
No, and like, okay, so let's go back. When I first got divorced, well, before I got married, I had an incredible
She's
body.
unraveling.
I know. Before I got married, I had an incredible body. I did. I was happy with it. I was like 110, perfect body, abs, the whole thing. Then I got married and I had 2 kids, and then I got a mommy body. Fine, right? Nothing wrong with a mommy body. The very first guy that I started dating when I went on this app, his name was Todd. I'll just throw it out there. He was this beautiful man, super wealthy, had a boat in Laguna Beach, lived on the golf course. We dated for a couple weeks, or not a couple weeks, like 3 or 4 months. But he kept throwing this thing out. Like one time he was like, well, maybe you should come work out with me and my trainer. And the women, and he mentioned, my ex-wife, she had, like, the one thing about her was her body was so good. So he kept throwing these little, like, I want to say jabs maybe, I don't know. So that messed me up.
Was that a red
It messed
flag?
me up. It wasn't a red flag until after we broke up. And then I was
Okay,
like,
so you finally realized.
yeah, I finally realized it, but it has messed me up. It really has. And that was just like in March till like we date, before COVID, March, April, May, June. So it wasn't that long ago. It's like 6 months ago.
But are you saying that when Todd came about in June,
Yeah.
was the first time in 53 years that you actually were like, wait, I want to lose 10 pounds? Because I saw you lose weight a
No, it's
couple years
always
ago.
been that way. It's always been that way. But I wasn't so self-conscious until he said it.
Because
something
Sally
about him saying
doesn't.
it.
She's not like me. Like she doesn't
Obsessive,
date
I'm not.
everybody.
Oh,
I'm talking
no,
about-
yeah, you're
so
right, you're
Todd came around and this happened, and
Yeah.
this is really something for her
Yeah.
to work with.
So now I have that in my head. So now I'm like, I need to lose the rest of my weight because otherwise I'm not going to find someone, which is kind of ridiculous.
Well, I get that too, but there's so many issues in there. One, Todd, you need to jump ship, dude. You're out.
Jump off your boat.
You're out.
In
And
the
you-
deep.
And you make other women feel like that. I'm gonna say
I'm
take
sure
a look
I'm not
in the
the
mirror.
only one. I'm sure I'm not the only one. I mean, he had a hairline receding. Come on. Like, I could have said something about, I like guys with a full head of hair. I
But
could
he
have
made a comment about his ex-wife's body and how perfect it was.
Yeah.
And in your mind, you really took that in and was
I
like,
did.
and started
did.
comparing your self-worth body image to hers.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
there lies the issue,
There lies the
right?
problem, right.
So
So now
self-love,
what?
how do we, and trust me, I'm
Now
no
what?
better. But that guy'd be like, take a hike.
Out of here, buddy. Fuera de aquí.
But
as
I
we
would
say
get
in
on
Puerto
my
Rico.
Pilates machine and my Peloton for 2 hours the next day. So, this is a problem, and this doesn't just happen to us two on
Right.
the couch.
No,
and
I
obviously,
agree.
Michelle can chime in and
No, I agree, but I want to go back to what you were saying because you were saying, and your dad is Vidal Sassoon. Do you guys know he's the hair mogul?
Oh, Fat Cam?
He created the bob haircut. And the first time that you ever said that to me, my dad sent me to a fat camp. I was like, what even is that?
I was like, you didn't know?
First of all,
Weight Watchers.
what even is that? I have no idea. And then it like hurt my heart. And I know that it's affected you psychologically since then. So like, how do you now get out of that, thought process of my dad thought that I was fat, sent me to a fat camp, and now I'm obsessed with being super thin.
So that's obviously multi levels of stuff there.
Yeah.
And one, I have to forgive my dad because he wasn't doing it out of, you know,
Not loving
my
you,
daughter's
of
fat
course.
and right, and I sending her to camp. I have to say, look, here's a man who only knew what he knew, and what he was doing in life and changing the industry, and he, you know, you represent what you stand for, and he stood for health and beauty. So if I walk in and I'm, you know, let's just say overweight in his eyes, he's not doing his job.
Right.
So I had to go through all that, and Dad, if you're listening, which I know you are, I forgive you and I love you. And then turn into myself and say, where did I pick that up? How
Right.
did I pick that up? And this has, you know, after the food, which you started day 1, day 2, day whatever, turned it into alcohol. So
Right.
what hole am I trying to fill? And I'm sober 8+ years, but the food is still an issue.
Yeah.
And so the food I get delivered, and if I can be smart enough, which you see I'm not always, I use it to fill these emotions, to stop feeling, to run away, to push away, to all of it, you name it. Food I'll go to. Or I have to exercise now. My brain will not function properly if I don't. So there's all these levels for me that I'm working on in our friendship, in our meditations, in hypnosis,
Yeah.
in rewiring my brain. I mean, for me, it's a nonstop job because I'm complex, to say the least.
Yeah. Just slightly. Just slightly.
And it hurts. It does. It hurts.
Yeah.
But I gotta find the tools, and we're always reaching out to people. We're
Yeah.
always finding books. But when am I going to, when I'm,
Yeah.
and I have been a few pounds over heavier for me, that's okay.
Right.
You're stunning. You're beautiful.
Thank you. You're sweet.
I'm honest.
Yeah. Thank you.
But in your mind, you're going through what I go through,
right.
and it's awful.
Yeah, no, it doesn't feel good. But I will say with you, because we've been friends quite some time, is that I know that the struggle is real, but I know that I feel like you're working really hard to kind of enter into a new place in your life. Michelle, come join us, actually, if you don't mind. And I'm watching it. And as one of your close girlfriends, and Michelle as one of your close girlfriends,
Michelle's back, guys.
Michelle's back. Squeeze in here, because Amy's going to be like, squeeze in, squeeze in.
Yeah.
Right? So, you know, we all have our struggles, right? And when I'm down, they lift me up. When they're down, I lift them up. And I'm sure you guys felt the tension last week. There was some tension. There was some stuff.
But it was the biggest lesson.
It was the biggest lesson. And I felt a little bit bad for Michelle because I felt like she was in the middle a little bit.
But it wasn't.
Here's what I think was great about that, and this is credit to Sally and Eden, because when the cameras were off and we were done, they really sat in the discomfort.
And it was uncomfortable.
We created this psychological safety. They created psychological safety for each other and to hear each other. And we didn't leave the room until it was sorted.
It was done.
And there was
Yeah.
such a credit to how they listened to each other, and at the same time, how they really spoke their truth. And yeah, it was uncomfortable, but that's really a credit to the strength that you see here, is the ability to walk through the uncomfortable. And you guys were great with that.
I mean, we're grateful that I always do that to you guys. Michelle was here to hold that space for us, because I'll tell you, the 47 years I've been on this planet in this human body, that was one of my biggest lessons that evening, last week, live here with us.
We all learned.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And to have you guys and what we went through. And, you know, there's still residual stuff that we feel, and we're getting
Yeah.
through it. And
Yeah.
it was the biggest lesson for me. And I don't mean lesson just mindfully. I mean, literally my heart. You know,
All right, we're pausing for a camera. I think they still hear
oh, we're
us.
coming, David. We're coming.
What did he say? Where did they go?
We're
We're coming
good.
back.
We're
Can
coming
you
back.
can
Can
you
you
hear
hear
us?
The energy is unmatched in any podcast I've ever heard. I love it. Oh, Ryan, thank you.
Sweet.
Screen went blank, but can
Yeah.
you hear us, guys?
He's fixing it.
He's fixing it right now.
Rosalinda,
hearing you. Okay.
Oh,
So
okay,
you
great.
can
So
hear
maybe
us.
we keep going.
Yeah, I think we
Email
talked
the
about
winner.
Oh, did we tell? Oh no, I'll tell.
It's only one of the
Louise, so I'll
deepest
do it.
conversations we've ever had, and the camera goes
Ever.
black.
Ever.
That's like for me, because you guys know I'm Christian. It's like Satan's trying to like shut it down, and no, we're not letting you shut it down. We're gonna have this conversation.
That's right.
And we're gonna have it here to you guys. But
I was hoping we did this, so thank you guys.
no,
Yeah,
absolutely, because
this is
I
great.
think it's important for people to see like, yeah, stuff happens, and but if you have an authentic love for somebody. Well, you guys gonna make me cry. If you have an authentic love for somebody that means something to you, like truly means something to you, then you work it out, people. Like, is it easy for us to run away from discomfort? Yes.
Yes.
That's like last week.
Yes.
She and I, we were married, man, woman to women, whatever.
We did it
We
there.
would have gotten divorced last
Absolutely.
week.
I mean,
Absolutely.
we did a legit therapy session.
Absolutely. And Michelle
painful.
helped. Producer Andy even got involved, which was
it
great.
Yeah, the whole team.
But you know what? We got in the car. We didn't leave here until we were
yeah.
good.
We got
Hours.
Home, we got home at like midnight.
Yeah,
hours.
no. And we were here for a while. And then we got in the car and the first thing I said to Eden was, are we good? Remember?
Mm-hmm.
Are we good? Because to me, and it was, you don't have to get into why things happened, but we talked through it. We figured it out. We have a code now that if something gets uncomfortable on the show, should we tell them what the code is?
So tell everything.
We
We're-
take each
we're-
other's hand, and that's when we know something's shifting, something was uncomfortable, somebody said something in the chat that triggered me, and then we support each other. And
I
that's
think
what we're going to do.
I think that's a tribute to your show because you are having authentic, real live conversations that are unscripted.
Yes.
And when you do something like that, there are bound to be some landmines here and there.
Yeah.
So I think it's a real credit to what your followers are seeing
Yeah.
is really kind of the real deal. This is a real glimpse into the way you guys are. And I mean, there's
real life.
There's value in that with so much, is staged in today's time. There's so much value in just knowing that you're a part of this, like you're a part of this.
You
chat.
guys are, and we are so grateful. And last week, I think everyone here was with us last week, and we know you saw it. I mean, we know, we just know.
We know.
So good.
Okay.
We know.
No, but you guys are family too, and we wanted to say like we worked it out. We're good. We drove back to Eden's house. We called whatever your service, and we had McDonald's
What?
when we got home because we had a rough night and we needed some Big Macs and some French fries.
Don't tell Dr. Cole.
Don't tell Dr. Cole.
Oh, we just told him.
Oh, we did tell him, didn't we? But we are here, and I want to say something else about Michelle. So Michelle she's had a rough, I'm not going to get into her personal, but the last couple of weeks she had some rough times, and she texted us and said, girls, I'm having a rough time. I need you. So we said, she lives in San Diego. We said, drive your butt up here last week, and we will support you in whatever you're going through. So she ended up coming on the show last week. That's how that happened. And then when we left here, because we thought she was so magnificent on the show, we're like, you need to have your own show. And so then we supported her, and of course she was like, "What? No, not me! Like, that's great." But then she now has a show that comes on right before us, so you guys can check that out.
If you
and it's
didn't
called-
watch it, it is on my Instagram live. It's on my story.
Yes.
Susie, go on my Instagram. You'll see the whole thing. It was amazing.
yeah, and she was natural, and she
Incredible, you guys.
Yeah, because the knowledge is right here. It's all right here.
Right.
So all she has to do is start talking, and it's magnificent, and everybody
on
wants
that
to listen.
note, on that note, what she just said, because I have to. The knowledge is here, but she's here, and she
Yeah.
literally brought it all here.
Yes.
So you put this and this together, because this on me, if it's only this, forget it. We're in trouble. You bring this to the table,
Yeah.
and she was so solid.
She was.
You could feel it from like
Yep.
across the room.
And she kept resetting, and she was like, she was producing her own show. It was amazing. And by the way, your numbers were so high. You had like double our numbers. She was like up to like 75 people. I was like, what the heck?
Incredible.
But
It was amazing.
I have to say this though, you have to have a tribe, whether it's a virtual
Yeah.
tribe or people that you can actually drive to and see, because you have to draft on each other. We talked about this the other day. One person takes the lead and everybody else kind of drafts on them, and then the next person takes the
Yes.
lead, and you have to function like that as a group. We really weren't meant to be solitary
No way.
people, right? We were meant to
Yeah.
work together. And so I would never have done what I did today on that show. And I'll tell you that I speak, I'm a public speaker, and I present and I teach. And it's very different than being here with you guys and having the conversation there. And I was rattled. It was the first time that I'd ever done anything like that. Like, I was like, oh my gosh, I was really rattled. And to have the support, talk about like grounding the room for me, having these two ladies here and everybody that was watching and commenting and supporting. You know, your stuff's never going to be perfect, but it's
That's
going to
for
be
sure.
good, and the person that needs to hear it's going to hear it. So, I mean, I'm so full of gratitude for all of you guys and for Eden and Sally. Like I think my life changed in
Like 2 weeks,
in-
right?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
all of ours were last
Yeah.
week even.
Yeah, absolutely. And so with all of that said, I just want to, say to you guys, like, if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling depressed because of this pandemic, you lost your job, you're going through a divorce, whatever it is that you guys are going through, just know that we're here to support you. Just know that there's friends out there. Like, she reached out to us. She didn't have to do that. But because she did reach out to us, we came alongside of her and we said, we got you. So if you're out there and you're going through some stuff, reach out to a couple people that you trust. If it's one person, that's fine. If it's two people, that's fine. Reach out, though. Don't do this alone.
So hold on, let's backtrack for a second. So we were on Clubhouse in a mental health room, and so this was pre-Michelle reaching out. I got on the room and I was about to explode, and I did. I literally lost it. I couldn't even breathe. I lost it. Michelle then came over the following day. She's like, "I'll be right there," and which turned into us all here that
That's
night.
right.
And she said, "I've been feeling the same way."
Yes.
And I said, "Dude, tell me."
Yeah.
And she said, "Well, you tell me." I'm like, "Well, I just did." Ah! But in that moment, I
Absolutely.
don't know. You have to say what you got from it. She held it in at first, and then because I couldn't, I lost it. Yet held it in till that point.
Yeah.
When all it would have taken is for us to literally just reach out.
Yeah.
Just reach out.
Oh, it's so true.
Yeah,
Right?
and I lost a lot of sleep. It was really stressful, and it was when I heard Eden get really vulnerable and just spill she was holding. I was like, oh wow, okay, like I can't hold this anymore, And for me, it was to the point where I was like, okay, I need to get in the car.
So you felt comfortable then after she did it. You were like, okay.
I didn't have a
did.
choice. I was holding it
No,
in
it's so
up until
funny.
that point.
Yeah.
No, it's so funny because it was a Clubhouse. For those of you guys that don't know Clubhouse, check it out on on Google. But we were in a room and it was a mental health. You were saying it's like a
you
transformational.
had
I was hosting it
With Cheryl.
with Cheryl, yes, who did your session today.
Yes. Yes,
and then
Cheryl.
I invited these two and I said, come into the room, let's get some people in here. And then she started talking, which she wasn't gonna talk. She's like, just introduce me. I'm not having a good night. And I was like, okay, I got you. And then she texted me, she said, okay, I wanna talk now. I said, done, you got the floor. And she just poured her heart out and we just let her. I was like, no one else needs to talk right now except for Eden. And it was like her chance to let it all out. And she did. And because of that, there was growth in that. She grew
everybody.
from that. I grew from that. But it was because she was nice enough to be vulnerable for us, right?
I had no choice, you guys. I
Right.
really had no choice. I was
Right.
something was gonna snap. So thank you for allowing me to. 'cause
No,
had you not both
absolutely.
been there, I might not have.
No,
So
nothing else in that moment for me as one of your best friends mattered to
They
me.
were both like,
Yeah.
do you want me to come over now?
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I was like, well, I will end this thing right
Yeah.
now and
Yeah,
drive
right.
to your house. Like, no problem.
And I pulled
Yeah.
it together and I breathed and everyone held space and I felt the love and I came to and I mean, which just goes to show that like if you think you're alone, you're not.
You're not.
You're not, and I think that I love that you just said that, Eden, because I was like, I don't want to be a whiner, and I don't want to be,
Right.
I'm a single mom. I'm feeling down. I'm trying to, get stuff off the ground, as an entrepreneur, and things aren't working. Like all these things. I was like, you don't want to be
Well, you
like
feel
that.
like you have to be strong.
And I did feel alone. I felt really alone. I felt like, man, I'm carrying the weight. And if you think that my daughter didn't feel that, she absolutely did, because now she's felt the energy shift of me. Now I have other people that are helping me, unpack this.
Yeah.
So,
But
you're not alone.
No, you're not. And let's be real here. Like, Michelle is super powerful woman. Like, she speaks in huge crowds. She used to work at Paul Mitchell, right? In Vidal Sassoon. And she was like the culture. Like, she was the one that was helping the culture in these ginormous corporate companies. And now she's going through some stuff. It's not easy for someone like her to go, like, I'm struggling right now.
Right.
You know, because it makes you feel a certain way. Like, if I'm struggling, how am I going to help other people, right?
100%. And you get, I think, as a coach, I think you do feel that sometimes. You feel like, I can't have a chink in my armor because who am I to help somebody else? And the truth of the matter is, it's when you walk through your own fire, are you then able to help somebody else? So your pain doesn't make you less of help to somebody else, because we're all coaches to somebody in our life, right?
Yep.
Whether it's our kids or family or friends. So it's that walk through that fire of your own, that you recognize and don't bury and pretend like it's not there. That's what makes you better, at it. So that's a reminder. I have to remind myself that all the time. It's okay. It's okay to hurt. It's okay to feel down. It's okay to share your pain with somebody else.
And so many people just put up that, front.
Like, I'm fine, I'm fine.
And remember,
We all have our moments. We're not always fine, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's okay not
Like,
to
it's
be
nice
fine.
when you're fine, but when you're not fine, it's okay.
Yeah.
Truly. So, are we having McDonald's tonight?
It's incredible. No, we're gonna do. You guys,
I'm gonna
what
have
are we
steamed
having for dinner?
vegetables and
Look
some-
at everyone. Look at the. Oh, I love you guys.
You literally
All
have
of
the
you guys are
biggest heart,
beautiful.
Eden and Sally. Eden, I love your beautiful face.
Rosie's back. French
French
fries.
fries!
Okay, but listen,
You guys are amazing.
we have 3 more.
Oh yeah, let's do the
Winners.
giveaway.
Oh,
Let's
we
do
have to do the giveaway, but
Winners.
can
All
we
right.
talk for a second?
Yes.
You guys, Rosalinda,
What
I
did
love
she
you.
say? What did she say?
You guys,
Aw.
whoever can't get the book, let's discuss that, because we're gonna find a way for you to
Yes.
get it. Who wants to be part of the 4-week intuitive fasting? No one says
Write
it's
it-
gonna be easy, but
Write
we
it
have
in the
each
comments
other.
if you want to be part of the 4-week.
Yes.
Write it
And
in
we'll
the
write
comments
it
right
down
now.
and we'll start creating. And every
That's a
week
good idea.
on our Wednesday evenings and prior to that, we'll touch base and create a group. So
Yeah.
get
Yes.
the book.
Get the book. It's called Intuitive Fasting, and it's Dr. Will
cheeseburger.
Cole. And if you're just joining us, he was
Yeah.
with us for the first 2 hours of our
Nikki's
show.
gonna be in.
He's amazing. She's
Sorry,
gonna
I
write
put it.
down the people that are in. I can't feel my hand.
I know, sorry.
No.
And I'll
No, I
I'll
love
tell
you.
you this. I have his first book,
Yeah.
and I was texting my friend Shannon like crazy. We both have his first book.
Got you, Nikki.
It's-
Shannon's in.
It's
Sorry.
amazing, amazing, amazing book. I was so
Jenny's in.
excited.
Jenny's in.
I'm just so excited about this
Yeah.
book, like legit, genuinely like excited, because the recipes in his first book were
And he said
amazing.
65 more recipes in this book with pictures and everything. So
Yeah.
Intuitive Fasting, it's right there. It's on the screen. It's on Amazon. It just came out yesterday, and it's top 20 already.
Louise, you won, by the way. I don't know if you saw that if you were with
Yeah.
us.
Oh,
You
yeah,
won.
Louise, you
get
won.
a book.
So no matter
Yeah.
what, you're getting the book. We just
Yes.
have to get it and send it to you. So you won.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
won, and
I
Larry
don't
won.
think she realized that.
And then I am able to be entered in. Yeah,
It's
of course.
Rosalinda,
already
you're
in.
in here.
You're
You're in here.
You're
You're
in here.
Yeah.
For
You're
sure.
in.
So let's see. So let's pick. You want to?
And for some people, let's just say you can't buy the book, or for whatever reason you can't, maybe we can, and I'm happy to do it, is go FedEx, I don't know, Kinko's, I don't know what it is
okay.
anymore, and Xerox, and send you the 4 weeks, easy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And some recipes.
I'm
Like,
sure
you don't-
Dr. Cole loves
Is
that.
that legal?
No,
Is that
Is that legal? I don't know if that's legal.
No, I'm sure I'll ask him for those people maybe who can't
Yeah.
spend
Can't
an
afford
extra.
it, yeah.
I don't even know how much the book is.
I think it's $24.99.
It's $24.99,
Yeah.
or you know what? I'll buy it for you. If you're gonna do this and you're gonna commit, I'm happy to help.
But only if you don't have the money. You know what I mean? If you have
Yeah.
the money, buy the book.
Yes,
Don't
or-
make her buy it for you if you have the money. This is
I
just
love
if you
got my
don't
back.
have money.
But
Okay,
if you
got
commit, then we'll talk about it.
Absolutely. All right. So
well,
Eden. So
yeah.
Eden's gonna pick a winner. I'm gonna pick a winner, and Michelle's gonna pick a winner. Okay. So Eden. All right, here we
Louise,
go.
that book's coming to
All
you.
right, here we go.
But tell her we'll
At the end, we'll tell everybody how to get their book.
Pick yours.
All right, pick yours.
Oh,
I know.
what
The
do I-
pressure's on.
Ah.
The pressure's on, and then I'll pick this one. Okay, here we go. All right, Eden, you're first.
Shannon!
Go Shannon! Go Shannon! Go Shannon! Go Shannon! Go Shannon! Go Shannon!
Shannon, you won. You won.
Sorry,
you won,
I
you
am
won.
yelling now, but I can't help it.
And then, no, of course, this is yelling time. Ryan! Ryan, this is the second time he's won on our show.
Ryan.
Go
You're
Ryan!
calling-
Go Ryan! Go Ryan! Go Ryan! Hey!
All right, so we got.
All right, here we go.
Okay,
Here we go.
Ready?
Vivian!
Yay!
Go Vivian! Go. Wait, do they have to be here to win or no? Are we not?
Viv,
doing
are
it?
you still here?
Are you here, Vivian?
Well, she
Ryan's
ha-
here.
Shannon.
She's my
Shannon's
facialist, so
here.
no matter what, she's getting it.
Oh, Shannon said pick Shannon, and you did.
Yeah, no, she's
so funny.
She did. Shannon, yay!
so
Okay,
funny, I love
so let's go over the 5 books. Larry,
Yes. Larry's number
You
1.
got
Larry.
it.
Yes.
Louise,
Louise.
you got
Woo!
it. Viv,
Vivian. Woohoo!
Shannon,
Yes.
and Ryan.
Yay! Okay, so winners, you guys know what to do. Send your what do they send? Their email?
Yes,
Email information to hello@shopswaytv.com. Make sure you guys do that, and we'll get the book to you.
Okay, say that again. I feel
Yeah,
like I
tell
need
them
to hear it
again. You guys, seriously,
Yes.
the 5 of you.
Yes, send your information, which is probably going to be your address because it's going to go directly to you, and your Amazon information. And then send it to hello@shopswaytv.com. Shopswaytv.com.
Yay!
Hello at
Look at
shopswaytv.com.
Rosalinda, you're amazing. You know what? Just because you're so amazing, Rosalinda, DM me your address and I'll send you one.
Oh, that's so
on Amazon.
awesome.
If you do it tonight, I will go on when I get home and we're lying in bed together.
Yeah.
To Vermont,
She's
and
sitting
I will
on the
send
couch
it to
tonight.
you. Yeah.
Me and Winston.
You and
The
Winston.
babies.
She's got the cutest dogs in the world. We should you know what? We'll get a picture and we'll show you guys next week.
Yes.
So
The doggies.
yummy.
Yeah.
I
and
love
she
them.
has birds.
I love them.
I have one dog, a Shih Tzu, and she has 2 beautiful dogs.
Don't tell everyone she has birds. Her daughter has birds. She's
My
not
daughter-
like the
but
crazy bird lady.
I know, but I kind of.
She kind of is though.
Her daughter's the crazy bird lady.
Yeah, she is.
She like walks around. Okay,
Walks
Rosalinda,
around
then,
town. She
then
doesn't
send
have
it here
Insta.
and on.
Okay, yeah.
We'll get it. Yay!
Send
Nikki,
it
you're
to
sweet.
sh-
Nikki,
yeah.
get your book.
Yes.
Awesome.
Okay, this is exciting. So tonight
Yes.
and through the week, we're gonna work out the plan,
Yes, I'm
I'm
excited
sure
for
it's
that.
in the book, right?
Yeah, life changing. Yeah.
and we're gonna do this, you guys.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I don't want to have to hide my belly with a pillow anymore. So I'm going to work on this, and I'm not going to wear shirts that are too big because I'm trying to hide something. I'm going to get in shape, and I'm going to wear my little cute little things like Eden wears, and I ain't going to worry
But
about it no more.
remember, it's more of what we're really trying to do and get gut healthy and change our state
Yes.
of
So we're
mind.
gonna
and-
start there. We're gonna
Yes.
start with
Yes.
getting gut healthy.
I love
and
that.
then if we're
We'll
not
work
hitting
on the
our
rest.
if we don't hit our goals in that space, then we'll be like, okay, so what's the next step?
And hands down, and they'll vouch for me, anybody who wants to start working out, either we can get on FaceTime together, we can just be, I can help you with that process, 100%. Louise, you know, she's in Australia and she's like, okay, I'm going to go for my walk, whatever it is.
Oh, that's
And
great.
so can the girls, because by them
Yeah.
helping you, it will then help them.
Yes.
I've managed to right now develop that
Yeah.
that foundation for myself.
Yes, absolutely. And then we were going to talk about something that you ended your show
Yeah, I
with.
was just gonna say. So
Oh, that's
when
funny,
I
yeah.
ended
Where are
my
my
show,
glasses?
I said, because we talk, we check in with each other in the mornings.
How much is the book? Sorry.
$24.99.
So the book is $24.99. Sorry, Michelle.
yeah,
Nikki, it's $24.99. So
Yeah,
let's
where's
just-
she getting
where do you
$40?
get
It's
$40?
not $40. It's $24.99. So
$24.99,
let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not bad actually.
Um,
For changing your life, it's not bad at all.
no, and we'll start rolling. We'll start rolling down.
Yes.
Sorry, go
Yes.
on. All right.
So at the end of my show, we were talking about how we have connection and we really put effort to that and just kind of like connect with each other. And so we were on a FaceTime call the other day, and so one of us was on the Peloton.
That's a good. We do a weekly.
One of us was on the yoga mat, and one of us was doing nothing,
Driving in the car.
driving the car, but like not
Yeah,
exercising.
Not exercising. Who
And,
do you
and,
think?
And no
Yes.
interest in it for that day.
Yeah. So who do you think was on the Peloton? Who do you think was on the mat, the yoga mat, and who do you think was driving that day?
Yeah.
and wasn't interested in working out.
Put it in the chat.
Put it in the chat. Let's see if you guys like.
Who do you think was on the Peloton?
Yes.
Who do you think was on the yoga mat? And who do you think was driving?
Yes.
Driving and FaceTiming. She wasn't. She was.
Eden was on the Peloton. Okay.
David.
Of course.
Oh, okay.
If you watch our show, you know that.
David.
David's right.
Okay, that one was the
he's my
easy.
buddy.
That was the easy one.
That was such an easy one.
Michelle on yoga.
Okay, maybe a couple more. I want to
Maybe,
see a
maybe
couple
not.
more, and we'll say
Let's see.
a couple more answers, and we'll. reveal.
So basically, David, Sally's the lazy butt.
Is that what you're trying to say?
I mean,
Is that what you're trying to say, David? Thanks a lot. I appreciate you.
Okay,
I
we'll
give you
see.
a hard time. I love you.
I appreciate that.
We'll
awesome.
see. We'll see. I
Who
want to hear
else?
from
Let's
one
see.
more person.
Michelle
was
driving, Sally yoga. Michelle yoga.
Rosalina said Sally
nothing.
driving.
What up with that?
Nothing. LOL.
Excuse me. I was on the yoga mat.
Well,
okay?
because Michelle's been leading all of our meditations.
I know.
And when
It was
you look
a
at her,
trick.
she just
It was
looks,
a trick.
It was a trick.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But it's the truth.
We knew you guys were going to say she was yoga, but it wasn't. It was me on the yoga mat. Okay.
Yeah, Madison, just go into my DMs and we'll figure it out, okay?
Yeah.
Promise. If you're gonna commit to doing this with us, then we
Yeah.
got a deal.
That's right. And we're going to have cameras in your house to make sure.
Not we're gonna
Just kidding.
We're gonna trust you, and we're gonna
Yeah.
have a group, and we're gonna all do this together.
Absolutely.
Yeah, let's do this together.
It's going to be fun.
Madison-
We're better together.
Michelle's always driving.
There's
Oh
a
yeah,
song.
you got that right.
Michelle's always driving. Well, now she is. What,
Andy.
What song is that?
Wait a
I can't
minute,
play
what's
it.
this?
From
What's
My
Grease.
lights.
What's this?
You guys remember?
Nice nails. Oh,
My
I just
lights.
painted them in my car on the way over here.
What?
So I painted my nails in the car.
See, you
While I
think
was
she
waiting
was
for
in
you
the car
guys.
not doing anything.
No, that was today. That was today.
Rosalinda didn't think you were doing
You
nothing.
thank you, Rosalinda. Will you show them? She has her own personal Barbara Walters light, is what I like to call it.
I want to.
Didn't someone say I look like her? Oh no, that was
that was the
worse.
Joan Rivers.
Joan
yeah, no,
Rivers.
yeah, we don't need to.
I either need to start wearing makeup or carrying around a light.
I don't know. Is it up? See, it should be lit like this. You want to hold it?
Yeah. It looks good.
Is that where? Yeah. That's
Yeah, because look, without it,
Go back. Go back.
look, without it is that.
Wow.
With it is that. Look at that.
Find
Okay,
your
try it on
light.
me.
Find your
Whoa.
light.
All
Try
right,
it on
here.
me.
Without it, Michelle.
She doesn't have problem skin.
With it.
Oh, better
Whoa.
with. Oh,
better
much
with.
better
Always
with.
better with.
And now let's see. Your skin's amazing. You're fine.
Please,
Yeah,
better with.
I don't think
though.
you need.
No, I don't think you need it.
It wash it off. It washes off the wrinkles too, though.
Yeah, I like that.
Andy, what's for dinner?
Yeah, what's for dinner?
See, Madison, you know she's trying to steal my light again, right?
Eden needs her light.
Wait,
She's talking literally, not figuratively. Okay, people.
these are in
Get
our
your mind
car.
out of the
Remember
gutter.
the first show? Sally brought these.
Yes,
Sally brought these.
I
and,
bring
and
those.
Wait, oh, you gave me one last week, didn't
I
you?
gave her one last week. So by the way, this light is in our carousel, and so is the camera. If you guys are Zoomers, if you guys are doing Zoom for school or work, this is the camera to get. This is what it looks like.
I didn't get that yet.
And you put it directly onto your computer.
Yeah, I think I
Plug
have
it
that
in,
one.
and it goes, baby.
Plug it in.
Plug
and
it
it's
in.
and it's a nice.
And then this light
Picture.
is It's this. It's a weird name.
This is also perfect for before bed.
It
you
comes
can
in a
read
little
your,
box
your
like
new
this.
intuitive eating book.
And it lasts a while. It's actually a really
Thank
good
you,
light.
Louise.
Yeah. This one's a little bit more expensive because it's really bright, and you could change. You could do it lighter or darker. Like you can change the color. This is a really good light, and I'm a filmmaker.
Oh my
so
God! Look, it changes.
No,
you
it
guys.
is. This is a really great light, and it's a little. It's maybe into $20 or something, but it's a little bit more expensive than
that's
this one.
Is this called considered a hot light?
Oh,
Yeah,
Eden, that looks great.
That's a warm light.
Oh, warm light.
And
hot
then
light,
this
warm
one
light.
is
I'm
another
just gonna
one.
say it
This
like
one you
this.
could put on your phone.
It's almost like I just got a
Selfie
tan.
light. Yeah. These are all in our carousel, so make sure you guys check out our carousel. We got all kinds of fun stuff on there, including massagers, which these girls love the
Yeah,
massagers.
yeah.
We have things to cook in. We have.
Intuitive eating.
I think there's a
Zulai.
exercise machine on there.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Madison.
we have all
Sally,
kinds
go
of fun
behind
things.
my neck and just hold this right here.
Let me see. The neck?
My fat, yeah.
Oh
See?
my gosh. Okay.
Look at that. Look
What
at
are you
that. Not so
talk-
tight, dude. You're
Oh, I don't know.
Just enough. So
Just enough.
Didn't you guys
Is that
see
good?
my big fat Greek wedding? And they all are like, let's pose for a picture. Let's pose for a picture. So you grab Michelle's,
Oh.
get Michelle's, and all the
grab mine.
Greek women
Oh,
go
the
like
necks, the
this.
necks.
And they all pose. Get mine. You grab it. See?
Oh Lord.
Right? And they're all like
That's
this looking.
hilarious.
And no one knows.
Can you grab this part?
I think you can pin. Somebody said you can pin it in the back.
I
neck.
always say like that.
I
would-
think that's
well,
too
they have that
much.
tape that like. You know.
Oh, there's the tape too.
Nice
I would
nail
like a
salad.
little bit.
I know somebody
Thank you.
that does the
I
tape
just
and
painted them today.
they
with
really
blue.
love it.
I had pink. You know what? Like, let's talk about gel nails. I don't like them. Like, I
Why?
get it. It lasts longer, but it messes up the nail buds.
It
I'm not doing it anymore. I did it like recently because I was going on a date with John. And then it starts to
John.
grow out. Hi, John. He hasn't called me back. I texted him today. He hasn't texted me back. Anyway, so I actually did the
Jenny,
whole
I
thing
love
with
you.
the aluminum foil. I did it at home.
Oh, I tried to do that too, and then you take the thing and you try to scrape
Scrape
it off.
it
and you
off.
cut your
It's terrible.
cuticles. It's bad.
It's so bad.
I just don't do it at all.
Yeah, no, it's not good.
Wait, so Madison and Rosalinda, sorry, don't have Instagram. Okay, do you have
Oh.
email?
Email. Yeah, email.
You guys can email me.
They can send it to Sway, and Sway will send it to you. Right?
Whatever you want. It's an email. You can send it to Sway TV,
Yeah, do it to Sway.
or you can send it to me, and you have an email. Okay, so my email is myname@me.com. Okay?
Yeah.
And we'll
Eden
figure this
Sassoon@me.com.
out. But I need the commitment that you're going to do this because we're
Yes.
all
Right,
going
we're all
to
doing
get
it.
Yeah.
healthy.
And we're gonna put cameras in your house.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
That would be great, you guys. What if everyone had a
Sally's
camera
gonna
in
come
their
and
house
install
in the
them.
kitchen?
I'm gonna install them. Yeah.
And wouldn't that be amazing?
No, that would actually be amazing, and we all follow
like
each
a
other's journey.
universal like
Oh, that would be great.
camera
Yeah,
group getting
Yeah.
I think you might be onto something.
right.
Right?
I have all these good ideas, but I just don't know what to do with any of them.
Tell producer Andy.
Producer Andy, we need cameras in everyone's house. Can we do that?
Amazon.
Amazon.
And we'll
Can
buy
you
them
send
all
us?
from
Can
Amazon.
you send us cameras for everyone's house? We are
Seriously.
planning something big.
You know what?
here.
Amazon should sponsor us. That's all I got to say.
Amazon, for real.
Yeah, they should
I mean,
sponsor us.
Do you even realize the guests we can bring onto your show?
Yeah, no, I agree. And we had a great guest
And
today,
look at-
Dr. Cole.
He's amazing.
He was amazing. He has a bunch of followers on Instagram, so hopefully
I know, I saw that.
Yeah.
It would be fun. It would be fun.
it would. We're gonna have other
Lots of
guests. I don't know if we're gonna have them that long because that was 2 hours. I felt bad, but he seemed to be having a good time, so
And he had
we'll
a
go
lot
with
of good
that.
information.
But I'm
He did.
pretty
Okay.
sure people can. They can talk for a long time.
Yeah, that's
get into
true.
the group. I feel like when
Yeah.
you do an hour and a half, it's like you just get going, and then all
Yeah.
of a sudden, you're done.
Yeah, exactly. So I think we're winding down, right? Because
Yeah.
what time is it? It's 8 o'clock.
It's dinner time.
It's dinner time. What do
Okay,
you
don't
think?
forget to intuitively
hungry.
eat.
I am too.
You guys.
What's for dinner, Andy? Did we decide?
I decided.
Oh, you did. Surprise.
Get your books. We're starting next week.
Surprise, baby. Well, I trust that. I trust either one of you guys because you both know what we all love, so we're good.
Would it be weird if I went on a date like this late?
Yes. it
Like
would be
bring the light
weird.
with you and
Well,
set it
I
up
mean,
on the
like-
table?
Maybe
Come
you
on.
could eat. Maybe I
It is
could
really
go
like
with
a
you and
light.
just hold it.
And just stay in my to stay in your light.
And the guy's like, "Who's this girl? She's my lighting person."
Don't worry about
Good
her.
night.
Just
Good
look
night,
at me. Look at
David.
me.
Thank
Do
you
see?
for hanging
David,
out.
I love you, buddy. Okay, so
David.
remember on Wednesdays, Michelle is on at 3:30.
Wait.
He just texted.
He just texted. John just texted me. That's so funny.
Every time she brings
I
him
feel
up,
like every time we're here, he texts me.
yeah, because you bring him up and then he call you, and then
Oh.
everyone calls him in.
He
it's
said,
amazing.
I'm going to read the text.
Let's
he said,
see.
sorry for late response. Been a little crazy. Florida was good, but always great to be home. Jack is back today through the weekend. It's on. How are you? Aw, that was cute. I like him. He's so cute.
Shannon wants the light.
We'll figure it out. Shannon,
figure
the
it
light's
out.
amazing. Look at this.
I did
mean,
get a hit on
what?
Bumble tonight, though. I'm gonna have to check that out too.
We'll check
I'm gonna
that
show
out at
you guys.
dinner.
No, I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is him.
Rosalinda thinks he's
He's
watching.
actually really cute, and he has a
Rosalinda
boat.
thinks that he's watching you, and so he
He's
responds.
not. There's no way he's
Of
watching.
course,
me.
there's a way.
Oh
There's
my
a way.
God.
It's
Okay,
like
we're not
it's
gonna talk about
TV.
Bumble then. John is so cute.
Yeah, what are you
He's
doing?
so adorable. I can't wait to go out with him again.
Duh.
We'll talk about Bumble
Rosalinda,
later
right?
on the way home.
Right?
You're so right. Because every
I
time I
didn't
say
say it.
something,
She's-
no, but you're right. Because every time I say
Sally,
something, he texts me.
I don't think you saved it. I think it
My
was too late.
email.
Oh God.
Yeah,
John,
David
you're
says
my number
20
one.
bucks.
You're
He's
my number
watching
one.
you.
$20. I put 20 bucks
Oh
on
my
that too.
gosh, you could be right.
Of course.
I'm not. I don't. This Bumble guy, he's nothing to me.
Oh,
like
please.
your number.
She's got 5 on Bumble. Okay?
It's so bad. Sway TV. Here we go. Hi guys.
You gotta make him keep
okay.
coming back. He's so watching.
There's no way.
I mean, we really should
is
have a
that would
dating
be
show,
so
right?
embarrassing if you
Should
was.
Sally and I just do the reset every week with like dates, or do we want to do books? Some
Yeah. What
products,
do you
some,
guys
like,
want to see on our show? That's a good question. Do you want more live guests, or do you like when we do more of the one-on-one and talk about more about product? Like, what do you guys want? Tell us right now before we end. We'll stay on for 5 more minutes while you guys tell us. Like, do you want us to talk about dating, our personal stuff?
I like to mix it up.
Maybe we do
I
a
like
guest
mixing
every
it
other
up.
week, or
Yeah,
maybe we do
I
only
like it.
30 minutes with a guest rather than 2 hours.
No, I think the guest comes.
You like the guest.
Every
Cleaning
other.
Every
products,
other,
like for the
okay.
house?
Cleaning products. Okay.
Okay.
Well, no. Who cleans?
I do.
I clean
my own house.
house.
So do
So
I.
I won't be good on that show.
Yes, my daughters help me clean.
My
I used to have a
daughter
housekeeper.
Does not help me clean.
So
clean.
wait,
Oh,
I
she
don't
doesn't?
clean and I don't
That's
cook.
got to change because you got to teach her now before she moves out of the house, and she's
To
like,
clean?
"Is somebody gonna come clean my house for me?" and
Yeah, I
you're gonna be like, "No, Mia, she's gonna clean
Well,
your
no,
own house."
I stopped the house.
Hold on. Hopefully she's like a happy number one. Happy.
Yeah.
That's all that matters. But
Yeah.
hopefully she's running a company or giving back, or she's too busy to do that.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
you
true.
got to put
She's
your
smart
time
enough.
and energy
Yeah.
in the right things.
Yeah.
So, you know, pick
So they want variety, by the way.
I think mixing
Everyone's
it
saying-
up.
Yeah,
I think
they're
mixing
saying vary
it.
by week.
I think
Yeah.
you should clean your daughter's house for her when she gets
I think
older.
I think
Yeah.
I would be happy to do that when she's
Yeah.
saving the world.
Yeah.
That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
So me, if you save the world, Mom's gonna
I'll
clean your
clean the
house.
house.
That's right. I want to say a shout out to my friend Aline. She has a store in Valencia called
No,
Fast
I'm-
Fix Valencia. She gave me this ring yesterday. I just wanted to promote her just to say
It's
thank
pretty.
you. Isn't
It
it
is
beautiful?
pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
It's like the Cartier.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
beautiful. Anyway, thank you, Aline, for my ring. I love it. Okay, so we'll do variety. We'll do every other
No,
week,
Rosalinda,
maybe.
I'll do whatever you
what'd she
say.
say?
I was just
What'd she
making
say?
fun that I do clean. I can clean. I can do
She
whatever I
can-
put my mind
actually,
to.
she
But
can clean.
I just.
Well, she every time we come on Wednesday, she's like,
I'm
I'm going to
cleaning.
clean up a little bit for you guys. We're like,
I'm
forget
cleaning.
it. It doesn't
Yeah.
No, but I
matter.
do. I vacuum.
Do
I wash
you?
the
Yeah,
dogs.
you do, you do.
I just don't like doing
I appreciate
floors or
that.
toilets.
Oh, I don't either, actually.
But I'll do it. I'll do it.
I think doing floors is a little.
Wait, hold on.
Daunting.
If I
No,
am
it's
going
like
to do the poop
meditating.
test
Oh,
with
no,
Sally,
no.
I think I'll clean my house.
What did you say?
If I'm going to
The
help
poop
you with your
test.
test,
The poop test.
Oh, the poop test.
all you need is a pair of gloves and a little mask, and
Let's,
we're good.
Okay,
I'll
for
be
those
here
of
for
you just
Rosalinda.
joining us, I just went to my yearly exam. I did all my, like blood tests and all the stuff.
You have to do a stool test.
Stool test. So they want me to do a stool test. So this is a second year now that they've given me this thing that I've left it on my counter and have
Did you
not
do
done
it?
it.
Did you? So you didn't do it
have
last
not
year?
done it.
2 years
Because
now?
for 2 years. So I haven't been wanting to do it. So Eden volunteered to help me. I don't know what that
Yeah.
means exactly.
Very simple.
But I am taking her up. So next week Wednesday I'm going to bring my kit to her house and she's going to help me with my
Easy.
toolkit.
So
Which
easy.
is weird.
But why didn't
It's
they?
weird.
My doctor just sent me straight to the colonoscopy.
I mean, I'm doing that too, but they said
no,
that they need it.
but they look at
They
different
said they need it.
information.
Yeah.
Much different information.
Yeah.
I don't think the colonoscopy doctor takes actual
Yeah.
stool because they clean you out before.
Right.
So
So-
maybe somebody should look at my
For sure.
poo.
There's a
I
lot
mean, I
of
have
there's
two
a lot
kids.
of information.
Wait, I have 2 kids. Wait, I have 2 kids.
No, I'm not doing it.
Because I have the one from
They're
last year.
registered under your name.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind.
That's
She
gonna be
needs
weird.
to get her own.
See, I was trying to be a good friend over here. Like, you can have one of my poo-poo toolkits,
That's like-
whatever it's called.
No, thanks.
Erwin. Okay,
All
you
right.
guys, should we wrap it up over here? Are we
I'm
done? What are we doing?
I mean, yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
hungry.
Eat,
I need to
and,
eat.
and I'm very excited and so grateful for
Yeah.
Dr. Will,
Dr. Will, thank you.
Dr. W,
Yes.
Dr. Cole, and you guys. We love you.
Yes, we do. Thank you for being with us through the high, through the lows,
Yes.
through the all arounds, and you're always with us. Hey, listen, tell your friends about the show. We're here every Wednesday. Michelle comes on right before us, so start with her. We're deciding the time. We're saying like
3:30,
3:30, 4 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean, we might be.
It's never on time. It's never on time. You guys know that.
We
so,
might be meditating in a special place.
Yeah. And
Sweet.
you think you're
I
gonna
won't
do your
tell
thing?
you where.
Are you gonna do your thing?
I don't know. I won't.
She's got some
you're
surprises
gonna
for
have
next
to,
week.
You're gonna
Got
have to
things.
show
Yes.
up. Basically, you're gonna have to show up.
Yes, and we'll crisscross. Like sometimes we were on her show a little bit today. She'll crisscross into ours. It's all in the family. So make sure you watch her show first. Tambi comes on even before her. Support Tambi too. And then we have Eden and myself and Michelle when she comes and joins us.
And then
Tell
starting
your
in
friends
March,
about it.
Starting
Yeah.
in March, which you all follow my Instagram.
Yes.
You'll see me on Thursdays.
Oh yeah,
Yay,
Eden has her
Eden's
show on
gonna have
Thursday.
a
She's
show
gonna have
on
a solo
Thursdays.
show about lifestyle and health and fitness and everything that is Eden.
Everything
So,
Eden.
and we'll continue to do a variety show. And thank you guys all for joining us on Reset with myself, Sally Colon, Eden Sassoon, and our special guest that's going to pop in and out every Wednesday, Miss Michelle Mitchell, one of our good girlfriends. We love you guys so much.
Love you.
Final words?
Send your email to mynameatme.com.
Yes, we love you guys. Mwah.
Yes.
Have a great night. Bye. Sway TV. Sway, baby. Let's sway. Woo. Like Eden does.
What is
Sway.
Eden
I don't know. It's like
That's where it goes? Is this how
kind
it
of like
goes
that
out?
dance that you like.
Make sure you guys follow Sway TV. Follow Sway right here. Ooh, it's this way, sorry. Corey says, thank you, Sway TV. Shakira says, thank you, Sway. Yes, guys, it is so much fun. We love Sway TV.
We're here all the time streaming live. We're sharing great products. We're doing great interviews and amazing giveaways.
Amazon, we love you,
Yes.
Amazon.
So grateful for you guys and for Sway TV.
I've had such a great time with all of you.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway.
Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway. Let's sway.